I've got no lead in Fraser Coast.
Testing 1, 2. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Hervey Bay Bowls Club, where we've got a great weekend here of pairs. And we're down on the third green here. Beautiful Hervey Bay, absolutely superb conditions here this morning for bowls. Not much wind, sun shining, and what a day we've got. And in co-commentary with me this morning is Mr. Graham Hooper. Good morning, Graham. How are you this morning?
Ryan,
mate,
see you, happy?
Mate, it's a pleasure to be here. It should be one heck of a great day. We've got quite a few games. We've got our first match up as a couple of local teams, by the sounds of it, Graham. So,
yep. Hello, we've got a microphone issue.
We have problems with yours.
Yep. We had a bit of problem with line 2 last time around. Anyway, you can see the green here, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom green. So there's a full field. There's 42 teams. See how that one goes, Graham.
We're on now? No, good.
Yep. Robbie's just fixing a bit here. So you see the teams. We've got a team from Doon Villa in Brodie Houston and James Devenish, and Don Werner, I think, Graham, is when you come on you can answer me, is they're telling me that it's probably the oldest club in Queensland, so I'm led to believe, so I was told here this morning. So, yeah, we'll look at that one. And, of course, we've got Alan McDonald from the Pyalba Bowls Club and David Sproson from New Rangan Bowls Club. So a bit of local talent here. And, of course, the format for this is 14 ends. All right. We're just changing some audio here. We've got a bit of microphone problem with Graham, so... This is line 3?
No, line 2 still.
Line 2 still, okay.
So I've been on 5 seconds and broken it.
You're on air now though, buddy. You're all hooked up, mate.
That's cool.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. So, you've just moved up here, Graham, for our viewers that weren't aware. You've been an absolutely stalwart around the Cunningham district for a great number of years, mate.
Yep.
And affectionately known as Hoops, of course, by everybody.
Hopefully, only when I'm in trouble am I Graham.
It's great to have you on board, mate. And you've been up here now for how long, Graham?
About 8 months, Brian. Retired last August and moved up here the end of September. So just having two major events in your life at once is an interesting scenario.
Yes, yes.
The retirement bit I got used to in about 3.5 minutes. Taken a bit longer to settle in up here, just getting everything done. But bowls-wise, couldn't have been more welcomed.
No, that's great, mate.
Great place.
Yeah. Well, being an old member from this club too, I know how welcoming they can be too, Graham. I said I was a member here back in the 80s and early 90s, and it's a destination I still look forward to coming to. I must admit, though, since I left here, my God, things have changed. The town has grown considerably, but it's a wonderful spot, and you've got some great clubs around here, so I hope you enjoy your bowls up here, mate. So.
Can't help but the people that we've met since we've been up here, been very welcoming.
That's fantastic. Robbie just about to go out and do a little bit of housekeeping.
I told him too. I told him.
It's pretty hard, really, hoops, when it's their first attempt at.
As I well know,
You got the two, buddy.
I've been threatened with Robbie's lumpy Corby too. But I still claim it wasn't my fault because my third didn't tell me.
You know who your friends are, mate. When
Yeah,
they get passed on, don't you,
it was
mate?
a good setup, that one. Thanks, Dennis Caruana. You're a champion.
It's great to have everybody on board this morning. Hope you enjoy the weekend. We've got a great weekend of bowls lined up.
Good field.
Yeah, it is a very good field, isn't it? They've got some lot of array of talent here. What a great bowl we've
what a
got
bowl
there.
from Macca.
That's a great bowl. So,
He's
Alan-
the president of the men's club at Pyalba.
oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always has something interesting to say.
Well, I think you need that sometimes in administration,
Yep.
Graham, as you're fully aware too, having been there for a great number of years and great stalwart of the Cunningham district. Oh, just beautiful weight on that one there, just running through the head. So, hello, I think Macca's calling a friend here, mate.
Yeah. Tentative one from Dave. I found watching that the camera angle is very confusing when it comes to tight measures. And
Yes. No, and that's ever so true, Graham. I think Robbie sets the cameras up just to trick people like me, mate. He's like that.
He's not just Robbie. I've watched some from the BPL.
Yes.
You'd swear blind that there was a particular bowl that had a shot, and all of a sudden they get down and measure. You think, why are they measuring that? And then the other bowl's got it, and it's just camera angles. Unless you're right over the top of it. That's something you could develop, Robbie.
Oh, mate. He's working on that. Don't worry about that. Good on you, Adam. G'day, Simon. Morning, Joe. Joyce. Staggers. Roger. G'day, Jodo. G'day, Mel Robbo. So we see it too. This one here's pretty well pointed. Just going to come down to his weight. But just look at the finish on this, though, Graham. It's not quite there. Beautiful grass line.
Yep.
But,
Dave, I think, is a Urangan member, which is also carpet. It's
yes.
Fully covered, solid covered green. Nice carpet at Urangan. I don't mind going down there.
Yes, well, when I was here, again, Urangan had two grass greens. They're just in the process in those of changing them over.
It's got good grass on this too.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good for the run. Just going to sneak around the back, though. And this is the hard part about this carpet, is that if you just give it that little bit of a flick, it just keeps running.
Yeah. I remember going to Pine Rivers on their old carpet that was very wide and quick, and was told, if you want to correct 3 feet, just play another draw shot.
And that's under correct, yeah. And because that was quick, though, Graham, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
You know.
And I had the pleasure of my first game there. I was leading in Premier League and ran into Michael Breen. So, I got a quick lesson on how to lead on carpet.
Understand that one completely. Good morning, Mary. How's Scotland this morning? One of our regulars. G'day, Mark from 1770. Hey, Ann Seymour, how are you? Yeah, another great weekend of bowls.
That's Scotland last night. She's up late.
No, Mary's one of our regulars, and probably be around about...
Are they 9 hours?
I think a bit more than something like that. I think they are, Graham. But Mary's one of our regulars. She comes on all the time, and she enjoys the bowls from Australia. We have one chap from Scotland comes on board quite regularly, Graham, and his comments always are, how come you blokes keep playing bowls in the middle of the night?
Maybe they should visit and find out.
Yeah, no, there's quite a few of them said they're coming out as soon as they got the opportunity. Don't worry about that. 10 past 12. Yeah, someone's moved it. I didn't put it there.
I see.
Yeah, you can just see the top of the bollard there. Oh, that could have been scary. We got a close up of Robbie. G'day, Julie Allen. So we see a lovely starter here. Not too far away at all. 10 past midnight. Thank you very much for that, Mary. Morning, Nugsy. How are you this morning?
Nugget. Morning, young fella.
Yeah, mate. Lovely start. Just grass absolutely spot on that one. Couldn't ask much better.
I tell you, as a skip, you'd take young Brodie's start every day of the week.
Oh, wouldn't you? It's a beautiful bowl. Tell you what, he's not badly pointed again too. Again, just quietly hoops. Definitely in the region. Just needs a little bit of run, that's all. But I tell you, it's going to be a lot of bowls outside that.
There will be.
So Alan just got to correct his weight. His grass line was pretty well spot on.
His weight's better.
He's just going to sneak under this one. Oh, he's having a good look at this. Oh. Gee whiz, he couldn't have played that much better. Just didn't get the result that he was after.
It's the thing on carpet too. You get a little touch on the jack like that and you run.
Yeah. Because the old Alzheimer's kicks in sometimes too, Graham, doesn't it? And the old memory doesn't. You don't get the same line once again.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. I've got to that stage.
Yeah, same here too, buddy. Tell you what, just watching some of these bowls on these other rinks, though, hoops, the way they're turning, coming back the way they're playing at the moment, where it's a little bit, well, it's in shade, so I think the carpet down here will be a little bit quicker.
Yeah, which makes it interesting down the far end in that bit of sunlight if the jack's up on the tee.
Oh, yeah.
That last bit will be a touch slower.
Yeah.
Nice bowl here too.
Yeah, he's not going to be far away. Starts hooking back into the head now. G'day, Anthony Hughes. Yeah, Jason, the weather here is absolutely beautiful, mate. The forecast thinks a nice 25 degrees, not much breeze. Normally get a sea breeze coming here around about 11 o'clock. Not much chance of any rain, so yeah, we're looking for a great weekend.
Line again on days, just a touch short.
Yeah.
Good second, though.
Got a good second shot locked in there, mate.
Yep.
Carpet, I said, well, a lot of these players too, Graham, that have come from clubs where we've had a lot of rain will find this very daunting this morning.
Yeah, I had a roll up at Pyalba yesterday and probably just under 14. And
yep.
So, yeah, coming to this first up, you would have been better off on the middle green, which is a bit newer and a touch slower.
Well, again, too, watching this when Robbie and I arrived yesterday, hoops, and this thing was absolutely flying yesterday afternoon, and that middle green looked to be, just beautifully paced through both hands. As you're saying, the carpet's only been down probably 10 months or so, absolutely, and the green looks superb too, and this one here, nothing wrong with this one the way it looks, but it's a bit like the old pine carpet, this one, mate. She's pretty toey.
Yeah.
Except for it's not enclosed, as the people can see, there's shade cloths over it, so you're still exposed to the elements.
Yeah, this morning it's not, you look at the trees in the background, there's not an ounce of movement on them. But as you say, you get the sea breeze and it'll make life very interesting.
No, absolutely.
A lot easier here.
Oh, yeah. Mate, I've never played a bad bowl from back here, so I'll tell you that right now, mate. G'day, Peter Blackburn. How are you, Pistol? Bozzy, how are you, Bozzy? You should be out practising, mate. Bennett starts soon, son. We see the young Nelson boys on the rink beside us there, hoops. They've been in fine form of late through the district sides as well as the state title. So
I don't know about of late. I don't know when they haven't been in good form.
Yeah.
I've had the displeasure of running into them a couple of times and, received a lesson.
Mate, they're two fine young gentlemen, mate, and they do know how to play our great game, that's for sure.
They certainly do.
I think they're only going to get better as they get more experience too. That's going to be the scary part. So we've got Alan on the mat. Plays forehand. Trying to find this port down here once again. He only just missed it last time.
Yeah, he needs to play a touch of weight on that hand to get the jack. If he's just drawing, it'll be an exceptional draw shot to get it.
Yeah.
Just outside there. I think they're only one down there, aren't they?
Looks that way, doesn't it? Does look that way. And again, he had a beautifully grass bowl there once again. So he's just got to take round about 4 feet, maybe 5 feet off his next bowl.
He really needs another one in the head though.
Yeah.
If they want to have a bit of a look at the jack, 'cause it's rather lonely that second shot.
Oh, it definitely is, isn't it? It looks like he's going to change his hands with this one. I think maybe that last bowl might have been right in his draw there, Hoops. I think by the looks of that.
Could be. Didn't want to help them out.
Yeah. Tell you what, is he around this front one? I don't think he's going to be around it.
Even if he's under it, it's not too bad.
Yeah, well, he's going to pump that up. Well, he's probably got
2 seconds?
maybe 2 seconds now. So he's given
Dave something to work with.
yeah, something to play with, that's for sure.
Still think there's a track with a 4-foot shot underneath the incoming bowl on the forehand.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct there, mate. Having not played on this carpet previously, and I know you haven't played on it that often, is it one of those carpets, though, Graham, where it's rather a dead draw and go straight at it, or can you play that metre on?
No, it's like Pine.
It's
Pine
like
used
Pine.
to be, yeah.
Played there often enough, mate, so I know what that's like.
Yeah, I remember talking to Michael during that game, and he said that used to be. I don't know what the new Pine's like. I've not been on it, but that old surface they had, Michael said it was either drive or draw.
Yes.
And
Yes.
someone like Huey that's got a pretty fair drive on him and a good draw shot. It just suited him down to the ground.
Yeah, well, see Aaron here this weekend playing with young Nick Gosley, so there's some really good combinations here in actual fact.
Yeah, fresh off a state title?
Yeah, that's true too, mate, you know. So, and Nick very disappointed. He just started a new job. He said he couldn't play for the district this year, but he
missed him.
He's looking forward to hopefully next year where he's a little bit more entrenched in his job. There, he was telling me.
Yeah.
But you know, at his age, work comes first. So you know.
Oh, for sure.
As we all understand. So we see the head there. I tell you, it's not a bad shot. It's still sitting there. Good morning, Gary Newell. G'day, Mary, watching from Uri in Ireland. Good to have you on board. Terry and Tracy Strawbridge, good morning. So,
James is just looking either to promote that bowl or just around it. Wrong
we're
bowl.
just going to catch it, yeah. A little bit unlucky there. He had a pretty good line for what he was after.
Yeah.
I see it didn't take Jacob and Kane long to hone in on the rink beside there.
No.
Just looking at their head.
But disappointed there's one 3 feet away.
Yeah. Oh, they're correct on that.
So, Dave, out of the arm,
I tell
looking
you
for
what.
that little port.
Yeah, just going to sneak around
Going
it.
to be around. Doesn't want to touch that.
No.
Well, that pretty well makes sure of the one.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the one. Good pick up there. G'day, Scott. How are you this morning?
Yeah, when you play in tournaments like this, your first few ends, you just ones and twos are invaluable.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just over there, Robbie. It's on the right-hand side there, buddy.
Yeah, Brodie and James won the first 2 ends. They're 3-0 up.
Yep. There you go. Went to the same school, mate. And, of course, for all the viewers, it's 14 ends or 2 hours and 20 minutes. And on a carpet this quick, Graham, they could be struggling to get the 14 ends in because a lot of people go, well, only 14 ends.
Especially if you throw the kitty in the ditch.
You got that right, mate. That only just fell, but it just fell. As I was saying previously too, Graham, like I mean, as you're fully aware, with the amount of rain around the southeast corner, and I think the visitors we got up here this weekend for this great event have in for a bit of a shock playing on this, particularly later on this afternoon. When it seems to get quicker in the afternoon, doesn't it? When the weather starts cooling down, it really starts. Really does start running, and watching a few of them turn up here yesterday when we were setting a few things up, and gee whiz, there are a lot of bowls going into the ditch there yesterday afternoon, mate. Yeah.
Yep. And it'll be hard to come off if you have been playing. It'll be hard to come off slowish greens and play short ends.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
You know, if you were going to make sure of getting your ends in, you'd tend to play shortish.
Yes.
At least early in the game to see how you're going.
It's ever so true. You see Brodie's first bowl there just continually just kept running. So, and of course by dropping the kitty into the drink, they're going to have pretty much a full length. And of course Alan, a few years of experience there, mate, threw a pretty short one.
Fooled him too, but he got shot. But yeah, I think young Brodie might correct rather well on
yes.
And he has. Pretty fair correction, that. Still a yard through.
Yeah, it's not a bad bowl there. So Alan really just got to correct his weight, his grass line, a little bit more grass. This one he should just start swinging it across the head now, but it's going to come down to his weight.
Yeah, his weight's not too bad. It's probably...
Look at that still run though, Graham. That's incredible, isn't it, mate? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lucky I'm sitting here. I think apart from Mark Armstrong, I've got the next widest bowls at Pie Albert.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I know Mark likes a bit of a wide drawing bowl, but I tell you what, he can use them very, very good too, can't he?
He's one of the best draw bowlers I've been around for a while. Yeah. Just draw bowling. Oh, God, he can draw.
He's never far away, and he had not so much this year, but I'm pretty sure it was last year at Capella Bar. I think he made the last 8 in the state singles, so the last 8 or the last 4. I'm not 100% sure.
I think he got down to the semis.
Semis, yeah, I think it might have been the last 4. And some of the games I was watching, gee whiz, as you said, he was Capella Bar, as I said, they're just gone to 2 undercovers, and they're opening up later next month, if I remember correctly. So looking forward to showcasing their work down there.
Another one just piling through on this short end.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it must have been received well undercover at Capella Bar, because I saw a flyer on Facebook for a fours event there that was filled in a day.
Yeah. Yeah, incredible. It doesn't take long, does it?
No. It's strange when you see a flyer come up and for a tournament, and the next day another flyer comes out looking for reserve teams.
Yes, no, that's for sure. It's really good to see. Good morning, Sam. How are you this morning? John Walker from Winoona. Good on you, mate.
Good bowl by Dave. He found the length.
He has, hasn't he? That's a very good bowl there. In actual fact, it's going to be a lot outside that, as we've seen already. That's his first bowl too. So, James on the mat at the moment.
He's a little bit quick, but
has he got the monkey?
He has.
Oh, he has. He's sliced it. There, quite a good bowl there. G'day, Danny Supple. It's good to hear the sun shining down there too, Barbs. G'day, James. On you, Michael. So really, Dave's just got to correct his grass line now, and his weight also too, with that kitty being moved off the line.
Yeah, his first bowl is actually now a very good guide.
Yes, yes.
He's still a bit wide, I think. Look at the weight, though.
He had perfect weight once again, though, Hoops. Look at that.
Yeah.
Still coming back.
Which two catches there for the other hand, really.
Yeah, they're coming back from southeast Queensland. As the amount of weather we had down this place, green starting to scare me already, and I'm sitting here.
So, yeah, it was unfortunate, the weather that they had through the state titles.
Yeah, very unfortunate with that one, but the match committee did the best they could to keep things flowing, so a huge congratulations to everybody that got the event over and done with, because it was looking ugly at one stage.
Yeah. And to you fellas too, you and Robbie, that last day that you put in the singles, or was it the last 2 days?
Yeah.
It just went forever.
Mate, we just thank Bowls Queensland for the opportunity to be able to showcase our great game and some of the great talent we have in this state, mate, which is, to me, is what it's all about. So look at this one here from Dave. He's just got to be around this one or just under it, because if he's got the weight, this is going to be... Oh, just going to catch it.
He just got the edge.
I thought he had the weight to get back there.
Yep.
And it would have been pretty close. G'day, Mr. Baker.
Interesting he played that hand with his bowl coming in on the other hand and a couple behind.
Yes.
Brodie's not far away.
Yes, another good bowl there.
Oh, turn hard at the end.
Look
he
at
may
that.
well have two.
Yeah, I think, tell you what, it'd be pretty close there, Hoops.
Yep.
It'd be pretty close. Well, actually, probably Yeah, it's hard to tell from here. Okay, Dave, has he got the kitty?
Ow, a little bit under.
Whoa.
Wait, no. Oh, see, just slide that last bit of carpet slide on
You just keep running, mate, don't you?
Yeah, I was just watching that thing. Well, that might be 2 feet behind, but it's actually about 3 or 4.
Yes.
And the turn.
Hey, good on you, Irene. I hope you enjoyed yourself last night. Danny Supple, Davey Smart watching from Scotland also. Good on you, mate. Yes, Stuart, it is Bolivia and Cass's birthday today, so hope they have a wonderful day.
I'll swap them ages anytime.
Yes, I like the person that come up to saying age will not weary them. I think he was lying to us. He was lying to us old blokes, mate, anyway.
Maybe it's true because you sleep more.
Yeah, that's true too. Never looked at it that way, but I think he might be right. Could be a little bit wide with this one. It's not going to come back from there.
Quite good from James.
Yep, weight spot on. Absolutely. So, Dave, few down. What's he got? Use the arm. The biggest thing with the arm, as we all know, isn't it, Hoops, is to get it set up properly in the arm before you deliver it.
Yeah, I haven't had a shot at one yet. Might get to the age soon where I have to. He's a bit short on this.
I think I'm at the age now, mate, so...
I actually talked to Greg Brown from Coolum the other day, and Greggy's got some funny ideas at times, but he said if I have to use an arm or a stick to pick my bowls up or a bag with wheels on it, I'll give it away.
Oh, dear. I'm sure he was put in the same predicament as a lot of our players, mate. It is, as you're fully aware too, Graham, it's keeping a lot of bowlers in our game.
That's exactly right.
You know, who probably would have given the game away if it wasn't for them. The funny thing, like when you go back, I mean, you've been playing a long time too, mate, and like you go back in the old days, I mean, to be a good player when we all had a standard bowl in our hand, you go to your club and roll up 2 or 3 times a week and buy a beer and look at the notice board, and you know what's going on. And of course, as the bowlers got narrower, as you're fully aware, and you only go play from Saturday to Saturday, but the arm bowlers, they're out in the green rolling up all the time, mate. You know, so we're going to see what the pickup is here. Must be a few though. 2, yes. So that shot was in play.
Yeah.
Or was it 1? Was it?
You say 1?
1, yeah, it was 1. 1 finger, yeah. So it was.
Jeez,
that bowl must have been second shot, mate. So.
I'd have measured it.
Yeah.
But then, I don't have good eyes.
G'day, Jamie. How are you this morning? G'day, Joshua. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Lynn Jeffrey. Or is that Maxie? Using Lynn's data. Oh, yeah, Maxie. Good work on you, son. G'day, Roger. Thought you might have been here this weekend, Rog. So it looks like they're going to keep it a little bit short once again, so...
Well, it worked for them that end.
Well, it did, didn't it? even though it was put upon them.
Yes. They're going out nearly 3/4 probably.
Yeah, about 3/4 length. And I must thank the Hervey Bay Bowls Club for bringing us up here for this weekend. It was great to catch up with the granddaughter and the 2 great-grandchildren last night and have dinner with them.
Did you shout?
Yeah.
Good on you. As you do with grandkids.
Of course you do. I did. Good kids, mate. So Dave on the mat at the moment.
Oh, this is Alan.
Sorry, Alan, I should
Yes.
say. Yeah, beg your pardon. Should know that delivery by now, mate. May need a little bit more grass in this bowl.
He's tight on that hand.
Yeah. G'day, Andy Thompson. It's 12:32. How you going, mate? How's the UK? Yeah, that one just running through the head. His weight really wasn't that bad there.
No, he wasn't bad weight. As long as he doesn't do the normal take more grass and correct the weight as well,
yes,
he'll have a good second bowl.
Tell you what,
here from Brodie.
Brodie's played a good bowl here. Lovely correction here, Hoops.
He's played some good bowls coming this way. His last in coming this way,
Yes.
that resting toucher.
Yeah, absolutely.
Al's still not out there.
He needs a bit more grass than that.
Yep.
Again, though, his weight's not too bad.
Yeah, it can be annoying as a bowler when you waste good weight.
Good morning, Jim Dalrymple. Yeah, lovely Mackay, mate. Hey, good on you, Andy. G'day, Graham, watching from Ireland. Good to have you on board. Of course, Jimmy, he owns works at the Allara Motel up in Mackay, where we normally stay when we go up there. Looking forward to catching up with you again soon, Jim. Saw him a couple of weeks ago. Mick Witten watching from Sheriff in Tasmania. It's good to have the viewers on board this morning. So, a bit of an open draw here for the skips. Normally when they go to the mat, it's all cluttered up. Having a skipper sit beside me, I thought I'd just mention that.
Yeah. Skip's pet hate, short bowls in the draw.
Oh, yes. I remember many years ago, Graham, I was playing with old Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah.
And old Hawkeye, and we had a new lead playing Division 1, and
shot here.
A great bowl here. Look at this toucher. That's a beautiful bowl.
That is a good bowl.
And we were playing down at Kingscliff, Division 1, and we had a new lead, and he was a bit nervous and that. And first end, he's put one a bit short, played his forehand, and he stood on the mat. And Hawkeye just looked at him and said, "Play it again, same hand." As we crossed over, he said, "Come here, son." He said, "Mate, I don't mind you buggering up one hand, but you're not going to bugger up both of them on me." I've never forgotten that. I had a bit of a chuckle. But there's a great bowl there by David too, just quietly blocked in a very good second shot, I'm assuming there. It looks like second shot from here, so very good bowl. Yes, that philosophy stuck with me then for a long time.
I like that. James got a lot going for him here with the bowl coming in on the draw. Very good first bowl. He's just dropped his weight a tad, I think.
Yep.
The last bowl of Dave's might have frightened him a bit.
Yeah, he could have too. So,
I find the guys with arms are able to stand bowls up a bit better than if you actually deliver it with your hand.
Now, you go back when you and I first started, and of course this wonderful event couldn't be brought to you if it wasn't for the sheer generosity of these wonderful sponsors. Fraser Coast Regional Council, Hervey Bay Bowls Club, Hervey Bay RSL, Riviera Resort, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Universal Home Improvements, Woolworths, Pyalba, and Kerry Campbell Homes Proprietary Limited. So these people put a bit of money into our game, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got the opportunity to support them, please do.
I found out yesterday that the house I bought was actually built by Kerry Campbell.
Is that right? Is that right?
Didn't know that. I just, bought the house. It was about 12 years old, and actually replaced some mirrors, and I pulled a mirror off and turned it over, and it had Kerry Campbell Homes written on the back, and then I got told by a plumber, this was built by Kerry Campbell. So I can vouch that I'm happy with the place I'm in.
He's a good, which is great. So again, another good way to bowl. So you can see that the players are starting to adapt to the pace of the green. They've just got to now just to adapt to the changing length and the amount of grass that they've got to take, which seems to be a little bit foreign at this stage.
Yeah, I think I haven't been to Doomville to play. I went there by accident one day, but I haven't been there to play. But I think they're a carpet green as well. But without the shade, and the shade does make a big difference.
Oh yes, it does too, Hoops. That's for sure. You look at clubs like you go down to say Tweed Hedge, which is enclosed, of course, and then you got Paradise Point, which is basically the barn setup, and then Mackenzie Park, which doesn't have the shade, and all three of them are different surfaces, different paces, and different conditions.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with any of them, but just all three are different, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah. I went up to Cairns about 8 weeks ago. This is a very good bowl. This around the short ones.
Yeah, he's played this very well once again. Finish on that.
and played at a place called Marlin Coast at Cairns, and I hadn't played there for about 10 years, and 10 years ago they didn't have a cover over their carpet.
Yes.
But there's a big hill behind the club, and when the sun went behind the hill, the shadow would come out across the carpet. So you'd come down in about 12 and a half seconds of sunlight, and then depending on where the shadow was, it had hit 15 seconds. And it was a little bit hard if the kitty was on the tee late in the day at Marlin, but now they've got fully enclosed.
Yes, they have too, and also, we have been up there for the last couple of years too, up to the Mossman Club for the North versus South Challenge, and the carpet up there is honestly one of the best I've seen. It looks very similar to this in actual fact, but
Bernie Wallen territory.
But it certainly is. Good old Bernie, great
lovely
bloke, lovely bloke, great passion for our great game, and of course, the hospitality shown in that part of the world too is like anywhere. It's absolutely first class hoops, you know what I mean? It's
something about bowls, isn't it?
It is. It really is. There's some great people in our game. That's for sure. G'day, Bradley. G'day, Alan Howard.
So what do we got here? One shot still? Looks like second bowl of Dave's.
Dave's. I reckon that second shot for sure, mate. The brown one sitting just in, or burgundy I should say, sitting just in behind the head. Again, good weighted bowl. Good morning, Peter Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been talked about this morning, Bolivia. Happy birthday to you and your lovely sister Cass to Bolivia. G'day, George Allen. Great to have you on board. Robbie's father. Peter Hutchinson. Michael watching from Cannon Hill. Good on you, mate. I tell you, what is he going to sit this bowl? He's not going to be far away here.
Not a long way away.
Is he going to slice it? Which he has.
Oh, that hurts.
There's enough for one shot. Yes, he's just turned that into a shot.
It is, great weight.
Absolutely.
I just think that on the hand that James is playing now, there doesn't seem to be as much turn down that end as going the other way. Well, there's not going to be much turn on this.
Play with a bit of weight, and I tell you what, he's not far away. What a bowl. That's a great bowl there by James. So we're going to see how good David's memory is here.
Let's see, age factor.
Yes, so.
Although his last bowl probably was 4 or 5 feet heavy, he got what he was after. So now he's back to a dead draw with a bowl coming in.
Well, he's going to be onto this bowl, I think. Oops.
You got it?
Yep.
Great shot.
Yep. Got the result.
Had a bit each way. He could either get the jack or his own bowl. It's a good shot.
Yep. Well, they've opened their account, which is great to see.
Yeah. But
must admit too, it's like I was saying, the hospitality everywhere. The hospitality here last night too, hoops, like first class, bowls clubs, all clubs have their reputation, don't they, where they just open up their doors and feel everybody welcome. And of course, the granddaughter, couldn't get over the price of things here last night.
All right.
Yeah. She said, God, I love bowl slots.
Yes.
G'day, Jill. G'day, Gus and Karen. And Diane. How are you, Diane? Diane Lennon.
We just heard the Bowls Club growl from 3 rinks away. Someone has let one go and not liked it.
Yeah, as you hear all the time.
Yes.
Just see Kane Nelson just drawing the absoluta there, just popping himself out to draw another one. One in, one out. Fiona, this is at Hervey Bay Bowls Club. Wonderful destination up on the Fraser Coast. The gateway, of course, to Fraser Island, where I spent many a weekend when I was living up here. If I wasn't playing bowls, I was at Fraser Island.
Good fishing.
Oh, brilliant fishing in those days, hoops. When the tailor used to run, mate, there was there wasn't many people playing bowls when the tailor used to run for the first few weekends, mate. We were all over there fishing.
I know someone who should be throwing pots in the water this morning.
Yeah, well, it's the first fine day apparently you've had up here for a while. And that's I was quite a surprise that I see another great bowl here too from young Brodie. Lovely start. See Alan's first bowl just sitting in about 7 foot probably behind the head. Beautiful grass line on it once again too.
I find carpet as a real test of your concentration. If you sort of switch off for a minute and just pick a bowl up and throw it down without giving it that bit of thought,
You're punished, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, you are punished more than you are in grass.
What a lovely correction here.
Good shot by Al.
Lovely correction there by Alan. Yep.
Close to shot.
Yeah, pretty close, mate. There's a bowl in the head there for him. He's got one sitting towards the back, so, done his job. Now, Brodie, his first bowl was pretty well spot on. I'll tell you what, this one he's travelling pretty well too.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
that's a terrific correction.
Absolutely. Just missed it.
Yeah, I think it was his skipper. He didn't make him bend over.
The boys are pretty happy, high-fiving.
Because these two do come at a different angle to the jack, being both left-handers.
Yes, well, that's true too.
So it does make a bit of a difference.
Well, it's like anything in it, Hoops. It's the way you actually deliver your bowl too. Like when we talking there before, you're saying how the bowlers can stand a bowl up. But when we all had to stand a bowl, it was an art to be able to play weight to stand your bowl up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember probably a name from the past, and one you may remember. I remember played a lot of bowls in my day with Bobby Leatherbarrow.
Oh, yes.
And Bobby was one of the best because Bobby had those old brown bowls.
Yep.
Would not change them. He changed them there at one stage in his career, and he went back to the old ones pretty quickly. But he had the art of being able to stand them up.
Yeah.
And couldn't he do it?
Well, I used to play a lot of bowls with a good friend of mine, Hilary Goebel, and Hilary told me that if ever you wanted to learn to stand a bowl up, go down to Darracement and talk to a bloke called Shafik Torpy.
Okay, yep.
And apparently, I never did, but apparently, according to Hill, and he'd been around a lot, that Shafik was the master of being able to show you how to do it.
Yeah. So we see not a bad looking bowl here from...
No, if he's just around that, he's going to turn late and give themselves a good bowl in the back, just in case there's a little attack.
You can just see the sun there. Just been in the sun. It's the only thing with post-COVID is you always have that cough there.
The cough, yeah.
Just seems to linger.
Yeah, my son had one for about 6 weeks. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
You're telling me I've got a long way to go.
Yeah, that's it. Good shot, Dave.
Yeah, that's a great bowl there.
Second shot.
Look, he has. Dave's made some pretty saving bowls here already early in this game, hasn't he? He's really saved them a couple of times now, Hoops. So.
Yeah. And even though he plays on carpet at Urangan, this is quicker than I've experienced at Urangan.
Yes.
So it'd still be a touch foreign to him, but he's played well.
Yep. Tell you what, got this one here pretty well pointed too.
He's up. Still going.
Going to set this bowl. He has. Look at that.
Nice shot.
Yeah, good bowl there.
I'm not mentioning whether it'll be one or two after the last time down there, but it's close.
Good morning, Callan. Good morning, William. Good to have everybody on board this morning. Showcasing course, we're up in Hervey Bay this weekend, showcasing the
Callum Brownie, the hard-working man from Toowoomba.
Yes. Mate is newly married.
Yes. Finally found someone that would put up with him.
He has. He has. Julie's got a lot of patience.
Yeah. On and off the green.
Yeah, nah. Good leg out, Callum.
Yep.
Good on you, mate. Oh, okay. Let's be there somewhere. So we see Alan. Not going to be far away.
No, he's pointed well. Oh, he hasn't found the hole, has he? No.
Well, once again.
Oh, that's a good second shot.
Locked in a very good second shot there.
Yep. Great weight.
Hey, Jennifer, watching at Hervey Bay. Good on you. Jenny and Colin. Tell you what, Brodie, he's really played some great bowls here this morning. This one here, too, is no exception. Has he got the kitty hooks?
Little touch. What a shot.
What a great bowl.
What a shot.
That's class.
Yep.
That is a good bowl.
And all three shots are his.
Yes.
So he'd be really happy.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have a bit of a yarn to his skip as he walks past, mate.
Yeah, just improve on that,
Just improve
James.
on that one. Just use my line, James. Now, Alan.
Oh, I thought he might have got a little bit more attacking with this bowl, but
tell you what, how's his run?
He's just going to turn onto that front bowl.
Oh, what a great try,
Unlucky.
though.
I think his weight wasn't too bad for the draw. I just thought he might have, with those two front bowls there, might have come with a touch more weight.
Yeah.
And they do have the back.
Yeah, I have got the back. Yep. Now, Brodie, once again, too, this young man's got a beautiful line on this one, too.
Yeah, he's played. The Alex Marshall blocker.
Yeah. Didn't work.
No, it didn't last
Didn't
night.
work, mate.
Almost did, yeah. That
Yeah.
last bowl of Matt Flappers in that game was brilliant. I think they're discussing a touch of weight into that front pack.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Michael. Reckons Ray from Cannon Hill stood a bowl up. What best he's seen. Good on you, mate. One thing I enjoy the most is the banter. Morning, Brian. And John
Brian
Hammond.
Spilsbury, hard-working umpire, used to be in the Ipswich area.
Yep.
Was at our club for a while at Beval. Played a lot with his son, Stephen, who's a very good bowler. And Brian's now at Doonvilla.
Villa.
He is, so he's watching his local lads do very well at the moment.
He is, and they are playing well too, though, Hoops.
So, Dave, with a touch of weight, is not happy.
He's not happy. He's turned his back on that one.
Yeah,
his weight was...
more draw weight. I thought he...
Yeah, I thought he would have been looking for that a little bit down there. There's a nice little shot on there where you probably could get kitty from that. And there's even the opportunity to get all three if you hit it properly too, because the cannon's on there for that. If you hit that front bowl there in the belly, great possibility of taking that, the absolute shot out at the same time.
I think we might be in for a bit of cover. Oh, it's just wide, I think.
Yeah, still just trying to draw it there, I think, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a good draw shot around that front bowl of Brodie's.
Yep.
Oh, he's changed hands.
Playing a little bit of more of aggressive line here, Hoops.
Yes, he needs to do a lot of bending. The blocker worked. Oh, one in, one out.
Well, he's taken one out, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He had the opportunity there with that. Anything there could have happened to the kitty. So we got a bit of a
this
free
is
kick
just a
here
free kick, yes.
by James. And these are the ones that really count, aren't they? I mean, particularly the money game with only 14 ends.
Yep.
These shots really do count at the end of the day when we start looking at the money tally. You had to be a little bit wider with this one.
Touch narrow and short.
Yep. I can see a little bit of driving starting to happen out there now too.
Oh,
Graham,
not that short. Yeah.
No, his weight was beautiful, wasn't it? Just
positive in that he didn't do any damage.
Yes. Morning, Robert Winston.
Oh, Robbie. Gee, old friend of mine from Beval.
From Beval?
Yes. Yeah. He's a nurse now.
A nurse?
He's big Robbie. Yeah. He did his nursing degree and he's now one of those wonderful people that work in hospitals.
I could not agree more with that one, Graham. They do an absolute superb job, mate.
I worked in my last 9 years. I worked in a hospital around nurses, and you get an appreciation for what wonderful people they are.
Robert says, "Hey, yeah, Hoops." Go on now, mate. Yeah, no, I couldn't speak more highly. And of course, talking about hospitals, a big call out this morning to one of Fraser Coast finest in Johnny Walker, who had open heart surgery yesterday. Johnny, we wish you a very speedy recovery, and he sent me a message apologising he couldn't be here today. Got operated on yesterday. Yeah. So you just take your time, mate, and I look forward to catching up with you, Mr. Walker.
I saw a note on our Facebook page last night that he pulled through well, was doing as well as could be expected after the operation.
That's good news.
But wife Hazel did have to take the phone off him an hour before.
I can imagine Hazel doing that too.
Yeah, so maybe for his own good, you might keep it off him for a few days, Hazel, and just let him recover.
Knowing Mr. Walker the way I do, Hips, I reckon he'd probably be watching this It wouldn't surprise me, mate, if he was watching this right now.
Yep, great
What
bowl, Brodie.
The Brodie, once
And
again.
another one.
He's watching from Woonona.
Yeah,
Unless that's another one.
yeah, no, it's another one.
Another one?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's two. Yeah.
I doubt that they'd let John
I don't
be
think they'd
watching
let
this
him.
in ICU.
No, I'm quite sure the most of the major machinery in there could be playing up a little bit with that type of.
Yeah, but I just guarantee it won't be long before he's
Back.
back.
Is he under this? I
He's
tell you
under
what.
young Al with another good second.
Yes.
Give
Can.
Dave something to play to.
Look at that grass line.
Yep. Yeah, Brodie's hit his straps on the lead.
He has, hasn't he?
And it's big in tournament play if your lead plays very well. It helps in any game, but in tournament play where shots are a premium and wins are a premium, it really helps.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
Here we got Dave.
Hmm?
Two.
Yeah. I don't know.
So James on the mat, just trying to add around Al's bowl, which is, 2.5 feet.
He's just got to stay off it, that's all. He's got a beautiful draw here around it.
I think his weight's fairly good too.
Oh, he's played this very well, Hoops. Look at this for a bowl, mate.
Oh, a little touch inside would be nice.
Oh.
Yeah, great shot. Look at that last bit of turn.
He just keeps going, just keeps running. I mean, as I said, absolutely superb state titles and absolutely magnificent prepared greens by all the greenkeepers. But just to with all the rain and that we had, just seen this turn here this morning, I've forgotten what it's like to actually look at something this quick.
Yeah, I tell you what, those greenkeepers on the Gold Coast need many gold medals for what they turned out under extreme circumstances. Was fantastic. I played at Broadbeach, and then I played the over 60s at Mermaid and Musgrave, and Musgrave especially was magnificent. It was still drizzling second day, and yeah, the greens ran really, really well.
Yeah, no, big call out to all the boys, mate. They do try to do a great job, and we're very spoilt in Queensland for the quality of surfaces that we do play on. I tell you what, he's not going to be far away again.
If he keeps off, he's off Al. Wow, that is good bowling.
That's very, very good. Look, just going to tuck it away too.
Nice work.
That's very good.
Don't think we'll see two draw shots coming now.
No, I think he's beautiful shot on there for a bit of weight, isn't there?
Yep. Tough shot on this surface, though.
Yeah, playing this weight too, though, Hoops. Like, you think he'd be a little bit more aggressive. Is he under this? Well, he's going to clear the way for himself anyway.
1, 2. Oh, do you get him for third?
Yeah,
Close.
No. I'd say probably fourth shot.
Actually, probably made his shot a little bit more difficult
By putting that right there,
by
yes.
putting that right there. Yeah.
Yes.
Any edge of that, and he's out of the head.
Yeah.
He's sort of got to hit that absolutely perfectly now.
I'm just asking, pardon me, the director of everything, is it re-spot or replay? I'm just having a bit of a look. Be something that could be interesting because I have seen a couple. I should have looked over there. I saw a couple of ends killed, but I didn't see whether they respotted or replayed, mate. Because I'm anticipating a bit of aggression here.
Dead ends are not found as Jack to be respotted on the tee.
Respot, okay, it is respot. Well, in money games and 14 ends, yes, you'd expect it to be
Well,
respot.
especially a time game on carpet.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to.
Yeah. So, Alan, see what weight he plays down through here.
Well, it's gentle weight. It's
Play that
it's over draw weight, but it's a
Yes.
very difficult shot. Well, it's only just over draw weight.
He's a bit unlucky. He had magnificent weight for what he was after there. He just had to be just around that bowl. But he's actually cleared a bit of a path for himself, which is good.
Yep.
Brodie changing hands. Looks like he's going for a bit of cover, mate. I reckon he's going around the back.
Yeah, try and cover that back
Yep.
bowl of Dave's.
Dave's, yep. Which
Done
he
it
has
well
done.
too.
Yeah, he's done that very well. probably got best backward there,
Best
I reckon.
back, which covers the spot as well.
Yep. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone, mate. That's what you like.
Al's still persisting with this gentle weight.
A little bit too wide here, I think,
Yeah,
mate.
he is.
Again, knocked their bowl up again, but not quite. Still a pretty good head set up for Brodie and James.
Yeah, I know whose position I'd rather be in.
Yes. I know if I was going to the head like that, I know what shot I'd be playing.
Yep. Yeah, it wouldn't be cool fattening the tail.
Target, no, mate, no. No, not at all. Having a bit of a look, bit of a chin wag. Yeah, fair enough, mate. So, James, what's he going to do? Good morning, Scotty Chamberlain.
I know he doesn't like that bowl of Al's out wide, but really his draw shot is around that.
Yep.
The last thing he wants to be doing here is be narrow.
Well, he's definitely got the grass.
He's out there.
He's definitely out there, mate.
Yeah. And it gets between... It's under that bowl of Dave's. Yeah, very good.
He's covered that too, and probably given himself another good backward there too.
2 on the tee now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not on the tee, but they're covering it.
That's correct.
It's a little bit more direct from Dave than Alan was. Just not going to turn it that way.
No, if he had an inside edge, he may have got a result out of that.
I think inside edge would have hurt. Ended up well.
Yeah.
Oh, it did it. No, it didn't.
No,
Fell in.
Fell in. Just fell.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it stayed up, it would have been a very good miss. A little bit tighter from James here. This might be the blocker. Nope.
Not quite, just
Rocked
going to run across the head.
Nelson boys are down, I'm gathering.
Yeah, only one. Well, he actually took out his closest bowl there, so...
Yeah, I think they had a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Morning, Mitchy Mears. How are you, Mitchy?
Good morning, young Mitchell.
Whoop.
And
Robbie.
we lost a camera. Oh, good shot.
Yeah, camera 1 just dropped out. Very strange.
After a great shot from Dave, he's rocked into the head, turned his own bowl over. We're
Going to call an umpire. Yeah, it's a great bowl. Unfortunately, the camera just dropped out at the wrong time. Okay. Yep.
It's a good idea in a time game when if it looks a tight measure, just go straight to the umpire instead of fiddling around with your own measure.
Yeah. And that's ever so true, mate, because you're going to be pushed on, get 14 ends in this, aren't you, mate? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, especially a measure this close.
Yeah.
In long measures, maybe you can get away with it. Oh, Wendy Jamison.
Wendy's out here.
Yes, she is. Very, very good lady bowler in the district.
Yes. Lovely lady too, her and husband. They do a lot of work for this club and the region. Nev, of course. So.
Yeah, Nev told me he's down here about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Wendy made the final of the Champion of Champion pairs up at Mackay.
I think she did, mate. Yeah, she did. Yeah, I remember broadcasting that. And, of course, their wonderful son, who comes on air quite regularly and has a bit of a chinwag to us when he's not working. And he couldn't see his mother the last couple of weeks ago in the Champion of Champions. And, yeah, mate. And I said, no, she's the one that's standing on the rink beside, mate, with a brand new Broad Beach jacket on and brand new bowl shoes. I said, mate, your inheritance has been cut.
Yeah, that's right.
And he
she was telling me.
As soon as they get home, he's going to put them on eBay, you reckon?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she said they got very wet in the mixed pairs.
Yeah. Hey, Danny, how are you this morning? I thought you and Wade might have been here, kiddo. Catch up soon.
I know they lost a couple.
It just reset itself.
It has reset itself, mate, yeah.
Walking in there, just
Reset itself, yeah.
I've got no idea. I've been prepared.
No, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that. No, it's a good 3/4 length here once again,
Yep.
too. Hoops are really starting to hone in on this length, aren't they?
Oh, young Brodie's leading has been the big difference in this game, I think.
Yes, you certainly did, Pauline. I remember calling the game. Was a good game, too. Just pulling up a bit short.
Just
there
a
with
touch
that one.
short, but it nearly owns the hand.
Yeah. Perfect timing. Yeah, good on you, Troy. Mate, every time I mention your name, son, you jump on board.
How much did you get for the jacket and the shoes?
Yeah, mate. See, your mother had to turn up here this morning in a pair of thongs, mate, eh?
Yeah.
Sitting there shivering, mate. The teeth were knocking, mate. She was that cold. Selling the jacket.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing to do.
Hey, good on you, mate.
Brodie sticking. Al came up short.
Yeah, it could be a little bit a problem child there if you don't take enough grass.
And he hasn't. He's...
Going to sneak under it, is he?
Yep, just under.
Oh, he was very lucky.
His weight was better.
His weight was very good, wasn't it, Hoops?
Yep.
Ideal. Hey, good on you, Troy. See you when you get here, mate. Hope you're bringing some shoes down and a jacket for your mother. So, Alan just got to beat his first bowl. Got to be around it. Or under it.
He's under.
Or has been proven to be under is a good result also. Just like
He's
this. Has he
gonna
got
run
the edge of it?
through.
Oh, I just thought he may have got the edge of that
Yes.
bowl.
Correct two things.
Yes. It's up to the skips now. Boys having a bit of a chimay as they cross over.
Tactical talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please get them to close.
So, give me something to work with. Hey, good on you, Danny. Hope you're well. Keep well. Say go Wade for us too, please. So James, looks like he's going to play his forehand with this one here, Hoops, which is, yeah, no
He
danger.
hasn't been on that hand too often.
No, he hasn't. That's what made me surprised when he was standing on that side of the mat.
Sometimes it doesn't hurt to do that when you're holding shot and you haven't played a hand,
To get the feel of it.
to get onto that hand in case you've got to play it when you really need something.
Yeah, and that's a true call, that, you know. I mean, how often do you see a person like stick to the one hand all game and then the game's all locked up in the last end? They have to play a hand which is very foreign to them, you know.
Yeah. I don't mind seeing players do that. Like he's holding two shots.
Yeah.
No harm done.
Tell you what,
He might not be holding two shots after this.
look at this.
Oh, I just didn't get that bit of turn.
Oh, it just
Great
fell against
weight.
the bias, unfortunately, but yeah, beautiful weight with that one.
I see Mitchell was watching. What sort of a job did he do at Paradise Point? I don't think anyone's marked more games in a day than he did.
Mate, it's absolutely, you know, we all know what a wonderful bloke Mitchie is, and mate, he turned up, as you know, he doesn't have a licence, and
Yep.
he turned up at Paradise Point with his own paddles and everything that's required to be a marker, and mate, once again, I think he did 9 games, was that right, Robbie? I think he umpired 9 games that day, mate,
Yeah.
which is, you know, absolutely. The thing that I was so pleased about through the state titles was the way everybody pitched together, no matter where you were. You know, I mean, you had the match committee, you had various people marking games, you had everybody just pitching to make it a success, you know what I mean? And that's very pleasing, because in our game, as you're fully aware of, you know, you hear a lot of negativity at times, but when you see everybody pull together, like, I mean, in August, at Chermside, when we do the disabilities, to me, everybody should go and spend a day watching the disabilities because you'd never have a bad attitude again, mate. You know what I mean, to see him in Mackay there last year, Hoops, and people with pistonic legs and they're bleeding on the 4th day with the humidity and walking up and down the green, and people, teammates hopping up, helping, pushing them in wheelchairs down the other end so they can stand up and play bowls. It was just, you think to yourself, gee whiz, and we complain if it's a little bit cold or it's a little bit windy or a little bit, you know.
Yep.
These guys and girls just, absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, I was impressed. Even players that were still involved were going out and
marking games.
Marking.
And Mitch, as I said, was outstanding. And, yeah, he's a good kid, that's for sure, Peter. G'day, Brucey Kirk. How are you this morning, mate?
Peter Elu.
Yep.
Another fella I played a lot with at Alan in Cunningham.
Yes, Peter.
Probably one of the best leads I've played with, actually.
Peter.
And I believe is in the Maltese team for the Commonwealth Games.
Yes, he is. Yeah, pretty sure he's.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke.
Yeah. No, someone that works a lot in their game too, Peter. I know.
Oh, yeah. He's like all of us. Everyone's got their little faults, and he's a Collingwood supporter. So,
mate, you got to be joking. What a great bowl there by Alan.
Sure.
There's some things you can forgive at times, mate. Yes,
but he does barrack for Liverpool, so he is a good bloke. So, but yeah, just a champion bloke and a very, very good lead.
Yeah, that's ever so true. Thank you very much for those kind words, Jill. We try to promote the game, but once again, as I said, a big call out to Bowls Queensland for allowing us to showcase that wonderful event, the district size, which is, it's one of the biggest events. I just love the district size where you catch up with your country cousins and the conversation just starts up from where you left off last year, and it's just, to me, it's, I mean, I get very fortunate being the president of the Gold Coast where you get to host a lot of big events, but to me the district size is the one that I really look forward to the most.
Oh, well, don't. Oh, he got it.
He got it in the middle. Yeah. Very fortunate.
Very good.
Very fortunate. He got it in the middle. That's for sure. He stuck with it too.
He sort of broke the rule about when you're holding be wide, but it ended up well.
Yeah, it certainly did. And that's, as I said, it's to go from there straight in the state titles is a lot of bowls for a lot of people. And then of course now we've got the Australian Open coming up there in a few weeks' time too, though. So
yeah, looking forward to have maybe one last shot at the over 60s with a mate of mine from Cairns.
Yep, good one.
So
it should be good.
Hopefully we go okay.
Where are you playing at, mate?
Mussy first up.
Mussy, okay, good one.
Notice that little bit of confidence. I said first up.
First up,
might just be Mussy.
Mate, they've got pretty good entrance down there again this year too, from what I'm led to believe. So it should be a wonderful event. Hopefully the weather stays kind for us.
Surely we're into dry season now.
Payawa Bowls Club says, great bowl, Macca. Good on you. Good to see you following your illustrious president.
That's it.
I tell you what, this is not far away.
There is a hole.
Oh, he just kept running into the sun. G'day, Sean Keepy. How are you this morning, mate?
One of the champions from the Downs.
Absolutely, mate. Oh, Sean.
Not a bad bowls family.
Mate, you see young Sophie Keepy, I see, just made the Queensland under-18 squad, so there's another generation starting to fly through, mate.
Nice. So Alan's granddaughter.
Yes. So it's a congratulations to all the under-18s. Wish them well in their test series.
Have they picked the under-25s yet?
Soon, I think, mate. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Got a vested interest in the under-25s.
Have you? Yeah.
Young bloke I played a lot of bowls with. I'm just desperately hoping he gets a shot because he got picked last year for the first time and they didn't play.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, and that's, I'll tell you what, this is not going to be far away too. Has he got the kitty?
He's got the bend. Yep.
How unlucky, just got the edge of it.
Yeah. Two well-weighted bowls.
They're the ones that I felt sorry for the most with the pandemic and that, though. Hoops are the ones in the under-18s and the ones that were pushing, to get into the close to 25 who were picked to play series, and unfortunately will never have that opportunity to go out and don the great shirt of Queensland and, perform.
I had a thought. I know that
Oh,
you
great
need to
bowl
play. Oh, another counter.
Another counter. Great bowl there.
It is.
Yes. No.
I just wonder whether they could have been presented with a shirt, you know, like the Aussie rules that don't have an Australian side per se, but they pick an all-Australian side.
Yeah.
I can understand from the point of view that if you don't play, maybe you haven't represented. But you're right; those the kids that turned 18 after that series don't get another shot.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because, and that's the worst thing about a pandemic, isn't it? Is unfortunately it does create a lot of things like that. So tell you what.
But if that's the worst that happens to you in a pandemic, you're not doing too bad. Are you?
Yeah, well, that's true too, mate.
So how many they got?
Three. Well, looks it.
Yeah. Good
3
pick-up.
shots. Good pick up there. It was a good bowl. So we did well. There we see a lovely setting here at Hervey Bay Bowls Club up on the Fraser Coast. Lovely part of southeast Queensland.
What a day.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I still look at the trees in the background.
And
they're still not moving.
Yeah. Yes, no.
I almost hear the crabs jumping in the pot.
Yeah. Whereabouts do you normally drop them in that round here, mate?
Down Riverheads.
Yep.
Yeah, I've found a creek up there, and every time we've gone up there, we've managed to get a crab or two. And
good one.
Seeing there's only 2 of us, a crab or two is enough.
Yes. It's understandable.
Yeah, the wife gets a bit nervy when they land in the boat.
Haven't you taught her how to pick them up yet?
No. She sits up on the front.
It's all right.
Yeah, I've only dropped one in the boat. I tried to drop it straight in the esky and missed. That gets interesting.
Yeah, we do too. Yeah. Good morning, Kevin Dixon. So we've got Alan on the mat playing his forehand. I think
long too.
He's really lengthened it out there, Hoops. He's very, very close to full length.
Yep. He's just struggled for that 3 feet.
Yeah. Yep.
Al's got to find his green both times. He's playing round the clock.
Yes, he is, isn't he, mate?
And it is a little different each hand. Young Brodie is just going to come up short.
Yeah, I think this extra length is going to fill them out for a couple of bowls, mate, by the looks of it, because they're very conscious of the fact that the green's really starting to run on a little bit now. So,
and there's that thing called a ditch behind.
You got that right. You're just lucky they got no sand in those ditches, mate. Otherwise, they'd be wiping off a bit of homework.
This is good. This is very good.
Yeah, great. Yeah, good bowl there by Alan.
Very handy.
There'll be a lot outside that one, mate. Good morning, Fiona Hall. Good to hear it's sunny down there, my dear. I hope you have a wonderful day at Mudgee Bar.
Mudgee Bar stalwart.
Oh, Fee. There's so many volunteers down there that do so much great work down there. Hoops, they do a great job, mate. So Brodie just had a little bit struggling here at this length. So
Al might have kicked a bit of a goal with the length.
Definitely does look that way, mate. That's for sure.
Amazing what a 3 when you struggle to score and you get a 3, a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Frees the mind up a bit.
See Peter Worth out there this morning and playing against one of your club mates, mate, from Piaba.
Ian Pender. Better known as Percy.
Percy, yes.
He played 2 for me at district sides, and his first district sides, he had an absolute cracker.
That's fantastic.
Yep, he swallowed it up like he'd been there all his life.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Sometimes it can be daunting too, can't it? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. We had a young guy on our side, young Hayden Oster.
Oh, mate.
16 years old.
Yeah, great young man.
I was interested to see how he'd go. I've been to a few district sides.
Yes, been over the years.
And yeah, at 16, playing 3 18-end games a day, I thought, I wonder how long he'll last. Well, 4 days wasn't long enough for him to fall in a hole. He was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I was very impressed with, though, Hoops, when I looked around some of those sides. With the amount of juniors that are participating now, it's really good to see that they're given that opportunity to go and mix it with the best.
Yep.
You know?
I'm a strong believer they've got to earn their way in.
I couldn't agree more.
But I tell you what, once they're there, they eat it up.
They take ownership of it.
Here's a good shot. Look at this.
For a ball.
Right between them.
That's a colossal ball.
What a Alan McDonald's done the tap dance.
Done the tap dance on screen.
What a brilliant shot.
And talking about young future champions, here comes young Cooper Sutton.
There he is.
Young Coops. Hasn't he got a magnificent delivery? Watching him roll up here yesterday afternoon, Hoops, and his delivery. And actually, there's 3 young kids rolling up on rink 14 here behind us. And I'm glad Robbie and I, we made the comment, I'm glad we're not rolling up against them, because gee whiz, they didn't they, mate? They were absolutely superb. Yeah. Yes, I know. Yes, he's got left-handed bowls.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue.
Greg Robbie, how are you, Greg?
Oh, how are you feeling, Gregory? He just had a bit of surgery himself.
See that? All the best to you, mate.
Another bloke that I've played a lot of bowls with at the Cunningham District.
Yeah, good lad, mate.
Greggy's probably played 300 games for the Cunningham District.
Yeah, he would have, mate. One of the stalwarts.
Yep. Yeah, and I'll tell you, one of the best bowls administrators in a bowls club you would want to meet.
I know he did a superb job at Algester when he was there.
Got a lot of time for Greg for what he's done. Certainly, but just a lovely bloke as well.
Absolutely.
There you go, Greg. I've wrapped you up big time now.
Yeah, mate, you're in trouble now, mate. In big trouble.
Might have to play with me sometime.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, this one here, is he around this front one?
Is he around? Ooh, steady Eddie. Just settle on the... Oh, he didn't settle on the back, but he stayed in the ditch.
Just dropped. Yeah, good to see that you're out of hospital and feeling better, mate. So Brodie in a bit of trouble here. More than lucky.
Got nice grass on this.
3 down.
It's going to be his weight.
Any contact on that, he's just going to sneak around the back. Well, he gave it every opportunity, didn't he? It's most important if you're down to at least give it that opportunity to get there.
It's like golf. Not many short putts go in.
Yeah, mate. Greg's not counting how many games he's played, but he said 357. Hey, good on you, mate.
He actually had a spreadsheet for a lot, probably from about 2000 onwards, or 1998 even, of guys that had represented Cunningham
District.
How many games they'd played, and top scorers were the great Johnny Lang and Barry Ward, both clocked over 500, and they stopped counting. 2
absolute legends, mate, and 2 great blokes too.
Yep,
Wardy and Langy, mate. Langy was a great bloke, mate. A lot of time for Johnny, as we all know, we all did.
Learned a lot off those 2 guys.
As you would, mate. Yep. As you would.
Yeah, I was on a selection panel with them, and the one place you didn't want to be was in Johnny's book.
Always.
And he had some great stories.
Yeah, I always look forward to catching up with Langy, mate. You know, a lot of people I look forward to catching up with, but he was one bloke that you just, you sit together and have a cup of coffee or maybe have a beer. It was later on in the day. To his old, mate. And
always a black.
Have a bit of a jimmy to him, mate. And you'd always learn something from it, I'm saying, Hoops, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He told me a story about when he first played for Queensland. He got in because someone was sick, and he just about got player of the series. He had a really good series. So they picked the next series, and he didn't get picked.
Yeah.
And there was might have been state titles or something down Tweed Heads Way, and all the state selectors were there, and there was 7 of them. And he said to me, the first state selector he saw said, "Johnny, I tried to get you in, mate," but he said, "I just didn't have enough pull. You played so well." It's not a bad bowl coming down for the back.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Cover.
He said 6 of the state selectors told him exactly the same story. He said, "Geez, that 7th one must have had some swing."
Yeah, he told me a few stories like that too, Hoops, and as I said, it was always a pleasure to catch up with Langy. And Barry Ward, well, yeah, what can one say about...
I'll tell you what, there's a young...
Patrick. Whoa, there's been a crash. So we see the hard-working manager of the Fraser Coast at the district sides has just turned up.
District president.
And district president just turned up here, Patrick
Yes.
Walsh. Good to see him.
Soon,
I'll
to
tell
go,
you what, mate,
soon to go to Iceland.
I got a funny feeling, mate, he may have sand on his shoes, mate. I think he may have been putting crab pots in when he heard that you weren't in your favourite spot, mate.
Stop it. He's got Wendy Jamison's songs on.
Good to see Troy's here to give his shoes. Hey, g'day, Roger. Yeah, we can talk about you too, buddy. G'day, Pedro. How are you, mate? How's Port Curtis this morning? Hope it's all good up there. Sun shining?
I was just about to say, Mitch Mears can thank Barry Ward for a lot. He used to coach Mitchell when he was young.
Yes.
Well, I suppose Mitchell's still young compared to us, but yeah, he was a great help to Mitch in his early days. Probably still is.
Well, yeah, mate, Mitch is...
Just missed that edge again.
Yeah, tell you what, he wasn't far away, was he?
No.
Tell you what, they'd be holding a few shots here, the Hurricane Hoops.
Yeah. The change of end is they've kicked a goal with this.
Haven't they? Yeah. We see Dave on the matchstick in the backhand too. He found that port there absolutely spot on last time.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
How good's his memory?
Not too bad.
He's got this looking...
He's just a tad wider, which won't hurt.
Yeah, look, it's come into the head now.
Yeah.
It's in the count, yes.
It is. Oh, that's an extremely good bowl because he's counted, he's behind.
Yep. Ticks many a box, mate.
It does. It does. Missed the opposition's bowl coming in. It's very well played.
Yeah. Good morning, Yvonne. Watching from Whyalla in South Australia. Good to have you on board.
Big bowl from James here. He's quite wide.
Yeah, I think he may have a little bit run on it too, though. Oops,
This game is really... Oh,
he got
that helped.
Pitch that helped a hell of a lot. That's eased the pain.
Oh.
That's poor old Alan's got his hands in the air there.
Yeah, I reckon that's cut 3 or 4 back to 1.
I reckon it has too, mate. That's incredible. Good on you, Pedro. Been training some school kids. Good on you, mate. And Pedro said Langy and him had one thing in common. They both had 4 fingers on one hand.
Yeah.
Good on you, Pedro.
That's the thing Langy used to get you with. I got caught by it, where you'd play against him and he'd be, when he was playing third, and he'd say, yep, that's a handful. And you'd look at it and say, there's no way, no, that's 5, mate. That's only 4. And he'd put his hand out.
He had 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's...
and I wasn't the only one that got caught by that.
I've had a few times, mate. Yeah. Absolute true. One of the great characters of our great game. That's for sure.
Could bowl, eh?
Oh.
I don't know how many games he played for the state, but it was a lot.
He played a lot, mate. Played a lot.
You know, I'd like to win half the club championships he won.
Oh, look at his name and lot.
Go to Jindalee and Darra and see what he'd won. Yeah. And you talk to fellas at those clubs. Nev Jamison is here. He was at Jindalee when Johnny was there, and I think Gil Steinhardt might have been there as well.
I think, Gil would have been there about that era.
And Nev's told me, he said, just to sit at a table and listen to these guys or to play a game of bowls on a Saturday afternoon with them was a great learning curve.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Brodie. See if he's mastered this little bit longer stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's given it plenty of air.
He has. He's just got to miss the front. He has. Weight's very good.
Well, he's actually mastered the weight. That's one good thing. I think just looking at that hand there, just looking at that bowl it could be just under that bowl. Sneak in. I mean, you're not going to be resting toucher, but you'll still be in the vicinity.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want to be a lot under.
No. I mean, very close to it.
Just got his blocker, which doesn't hurt.
One more right. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's done well. Done very well. So Brodie just got to correct his grass line, which I'm pretty sure he has too, though. Hoops.
Don't think his weight's too bad neither.
He's played this very well, mate. Very, very well. You don't get much better than that, do you?
No,
just missed it. That's the punishing part when you play what you thought the perfect bowl and you're still 4.5 or Yeah, probably 4 feet away.
Yeah.
It just kept running, so.
But bowl behind, he's got 2 seconds.
Absolute, still usable, mate.
Skipper will go down there with a bit of a smile on his face. Not as big as if he had a resting touch, but yeah, he's got a bit to work with.
Pedro said that's great minds think alike, because that was one of his favourite ones too. Handful there.
Yeah.
On you, Pedro. Good morning, Matt from Florida in the USA. Good to have you on board.
Gee, we just saw Alan McDonald get into a trot then.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Have they got oxygen down there for him or what, mate?
Don't know. Wow. I guess you can do that when you're holding shot.
Fight back's on, mate, eh?
Yeah, not bad here from Dave. Weight issue now.
Is he going to just sit
If
in
he
his bowl?
sits that, it won't be too bad. Made it better.
Made it very well. Locked in just behind too, mate. Hey, Marley Ann, watching from the Sunshine Coast. So, James, got to beat that last bowl. Maybe just look for a good second shot. We may have second with that bowl there of Brodie's anyway. So
Could do.
he needs a very close one, though, before he can play in a real attacking bowl.
They need to win an end. They had a good lead and
Yes.
it's disappeared a little bit. It's just doing the world a good. Gee whiz, his grass is good. It's just the weight that's going to
That's a
beat him
great,
here. Yeah.
it's a great attempt there, though, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, good on you, Matt.
The more this game's gone on, the better Dave's got. He's played some very good bowls as this game's gone on.
Yeah, when you played here the other day, Hoops, did you get to play on all the greens, or was it just one game?
The middle
or
one and this one.
Okay.
Where we played on the middle one first.
Yep.
Which is very kind now.
Yep.
When it was first put in, it was slow.
Slow, yeah.
And then you went from very slow to
This.
late in the afternoon on this.
Culture shock.
It tested you.
Absolute culture shock, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, James.
He's out there again. Might be a bit further out, actually.
Well, he plays with good weight. He comes around this front one. He's
He's just
a little bit of weight.
Too much weight again.
A little bit of weight on it once again.
Stayed up.
Yep. See a couple of great bowls there by Jacob Nelson on the rink next ball there. You know.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing that.
No, just see, absolutely two great bowls. I love the way those kids talk to each other too, and that though, Hips, they're just full of confidence. They never see anything going wrong. They just see a shot where you and I would think, oh, geez, if I hit that the wrong way, But they just play with so much confidence, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And this is the reason why. Look at this bowl here from Kane.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ah, dear.
Yeah, I played him at the Cementco Master Pairs last year.
Yes.
We ran into him in the final. And, we were looking good at 0-all. After that, it got pretty bad. Right, Big Al.
G'day, Dale. Mate, you've gone a long way for a game too, mate, all the way over to Canada. Hey, good on you, mate. Hope you're having a great time over there, you and your lovely girlfriend, Emma.
Jeez, I played him once and he went to Canada.
You went to Canada, mate?
I don't have. I played he and Dean at
Yes.
District Sides.
Yeah.
I didn't think I upset him that much.
I think he's gone over for a pretty good cause, mate. I'm not too sure. It's all pretty quiet, but he's gone over to Canada. So I tell you what, a great bowl here by Brodie.
Yeah,
Look at this for a bowl.
Just out, but yeah, great second shot.
Mate, I saw you with some snow in your hand yesterday, mate. I thought you must have been using it as a jack, Dale. Having been to New Zealand a few times, mate, I thought we saw you don't get that jack too far down the green, son. Hope you're having a good time, mate.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Canada. Got friends over there. I really don't have an excuse now.
Yes, well, you're retired, mate. Same as I have. I've pulled the pin on work, mate. And a bit like you, mate. The hours are great, but the pay's not very good, though, Pips.
Yeah.
It's all good, mate.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Don't know if my wife thinks the company's as good anymore as when I was at work.
Yes, well, Yes. My wife had a smile on her dial the other day. She said, "How long are you going for?"
Is that all?
That all? Well, we were. Robbie and I had planned to be away for over a week because we had planned to go from here to a one tournament that the Gladstone region had put together, and unfortunately it got called off. So we were going to be up there for 6 days also. So
you didn't have to tell her it was called off.
yeah, I thought about that. But no, it's
a replay from anywhere would have done.
Would have done, yeah. Ever so true, buddy. What do you think of that, Robbie? Flashbacks on, mate. Put some flashbacks on, mate. Nah. I must admit, it's a bit like you. I've just moved. I moved off Tamborine Mountain after 30 years living up there, and we've moved out to Crowburn Valley to a lovely little spot out there, and I must admit, I absolutely love it, mate. You sit there in the morning with a cup of coffee with 5 or 6 kangaroos there, and nice and peaceful, mate.
Yeah, I like the peaceful. Yeah.
Nice and peaceful.
Barry and Doc Cook out there.
Yeah, they are. They are. Yes, they are out. They live
Two magnificent stalwarts of the
Cunningham district. Yes, no, they're out that way.
Hello, Dave's on a line here.
Not going to be far away.
Just going to duck on him.
But if he picks the kiddie up, he doesn't want to take it too far. No. Probably had a little bit too much weight for what he's after there, because he could have dropped 1 or 2 there if he didn't stick with it.
Yeah, I think the line is fractionally under that wide bowl,
the
red bowl.
Yeah, but as close to it as you can possibly get though, mate, isn't it? You know what I mean?
James has got something here because he can afford a touch of weight.
Yes. Which he has definitely got on.
And he's not got it.
He's not going to be too far away.
No.
He's going to get it off his own.
What a great
he's going to get it clean.
What a great shot.
That is a great bowl. Play that to perfection. The only thing he's probably filthy on, he didn't sit and stay.
Yeah. But he's hung around so that if his own bowl goes now, there's not a lot of damage.
Yeah.
This is better grass. It just needs to get under that.
Well, he's just going to be around it. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there.
Yep. So now James has got to get back to the draw now. Get it in his head that you really don't want to move that jack anywhere.
No, just a dead draw, as you said there, Hoops. Geez, a beautiful day here up in Hervey Bay. Absolutely gorgeous. See people walking around in just a pair of shorts and thongs and T-shirts. Even Robbie's taken his jacket off this morning, which is most unusual.
It's a good shot.
You're not far. Yeah, you're just going to run around the back, mate.
Yeah.
Just has a little bit of a tendency there if you're a little bit wide, just to hang there a little bit. There's a little bit of a run there by the looks of it.
Well, he got his one shot that they needed to sort of get back on track.
Yes, and now they can play to whatever length that they think. And you look across the board here, and you look at some of the scores. Like, I mean, you got 7-all. I mean, 10-7, 9-6. They're all pretty close games. There, Hoops. 10-8. So you got some pretty close games there, mate. So, and 42 teams.
Yeah, good
which is
turnout.
Fantastic, isn't it? Eh?
Good turnout.
42 teams, mate. That's just that's great, isn't it?
Yeah. I got a little bit on this afternoon. Otherwise, I would have been one of the 42.
Yeah.
There's always next year.
It's always next year, mate. You got plenty of time, bud.
Apparently. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Have you been to the doctor at all?
The alternative's not good.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't interfere with the fishing.
That's what you got to watch, mate.
Well, the new boat hasn't turned up. I found out in Hervey Bay nothing happens quickly, and I ordered a boat in October.
You're still waiting?
Yeah.
Is it on its way?
Oh, it was supposed to be here in February.
Okay.
Didn't quite happen.
Yeah, but did they tell you what year? Or they just say February?
No,
sometimes you can get caught out big time. You know, it's like when you skip, mate, and you say to your third, "Can you see that?" When you should have asked him, "Can you hit that?"
Fair comment.
it's very similar, mate, in Hervey Bay when they say February. Oh, that's great. You know what year?
Luckily I got a little boat, but this is a boat that'll get me out on the bay. But,
yes.
Still got the little one, and if it's like this during the week, I'm out.
Yep, doing a bit.
And luckily I've got a wife that likes to come out as well. So, yeah, got a good decky.
Mate, you definitely need good staff.
Yeah. except when it comes to mud crabs.
Yes, they can be bitey at times. I was just going to run out of... Just
Yeah,
overcorrected a little bit there, which is easy to do.
Got his grass right.
Oh, spot on, wasn't it?
Yep. Just needed his weight to be the same. A bit surprised because Brodie and James went really well early on slightly shorter ends.
Yes.
And they got sort of... they had a bit of a hiccup when it went longer, and they've still thrown a good 3/4 or a little bit better. Maybe they feel they've got it now. Matt Gowing from the Clearwater Lawn Bowls Club in Florida.
Yes, they come on board from all over, mate.
Yeah, so they're in their spring now, aren't they?
Yep.
Nearly summer. So I should
Yes.
imagine it'd be nice and warm in Florida.
No, that's for sure.
Oh, James got the weight and forgot to narrow it up a tut. So what speed would your greens run at in Florida, Matt?
It would be interesting
to know.
Geez, what a great bowl here.
He's just snuck in for a shot, back door.
And look at that, just fell too, and fell the right way for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what though, James only got to adjust his grass a fraction, and it might look a long way on there, but it's actually not a great deal of correction to be made.
Mate, no.
I think he's added the weight though.
Yeah, just a little bit too much
Yeah.
there, but going to do a very handy home though. He's definitely going to have best backwood. Geez, that just kept running, just sat on there, mate.
We're
I was
holding our breath.
I was watching that too. I got, has he got best backwood? But he has.
Well, yeah, that's another option when it comes to his skips bowls.
Yes, well, that's true too. I'll tell you what, just depending on...
he's
he
run
just
out of
doesn't.
puff.
Yeah, he's just starting to blow a bit of smoke now, mate.
And made the draw on that hand slightly harder.
Yes, he has. G'day, Vince. Watching from Leppington in Sydney. Good on you, mate. One of our regulars. Callum's back on board again. I think you'll be playing bowl somewhere today, Callum. Surely there's an event on somewhere, mate. Good to see a few people starting to rock in to watch it too, though. Oops, there's a few people starting to...
There's a few behind us.
Yeah, there is too, mate. It's good to see the bit of atmosphere starting to build.
Well, the one thing I found out in Hervey Bay is that there's not a lot of bowls played on a weekend.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people with a bit of free time. And if you're in Hervey Bay and you've got a bit of free time, it'd be a good idea to get down here.
Ever so true.
Because there is some quality bowls going on all around.
Absolutely. So Dave, Alan, I should say, the edge of that, he's made a couple. Made a couple now.
That's opened up a nice little draw. Brodie's playing the other hand. I was going to say there is a nice little port in there for. Oh no, he's come out this way.
Well, yep.
Left-hander, see.
Left-hander, mate. Yeah. 3 completely off there.
So, is he going to bend? Not a bad way for the shot though,
yes.
Because if he gets that jack high bowl, he can hang around, and if he gets a short one, he can hang around.
Yeah. So. Matt Gowing saying they play on a unique surface called Rookie. It's faster than grass, rough on the bowls finish, but a true surface, good for draws. Okay, Matt. Where's that from, mate? Is that
Florida?
Florida?
Yeah.
Good on you, mate. Yeah, I thought it was Florida. Yeah, he was up here before. Clearwater, Florida. Yeah. Hey, good on you, pothole Pete. How are you, mate? Paul Stagger Jr. Okay, Stagger, it's about time you clicked on, mate. You might learn something now, son.
It just got up.
He just got up, Staggers. Yeah, good on you, Staggers. He's a good lad.
Friday night last night. Don't forget. I'm not that old that I can remember. Can't remember Friday nights.
Still a young'un then, mate. If that's the case. I can't remember what I did yesterday these days, mate.
No, I can't remember that. Friday night, 40 years ago, I can.
Yeah.
Tell you what, they've picked Alan and Alan David's length again.
They have.
Holding 3.
Yes. Surprised that.
I'm surprised he's playing that hand.
I'm surprised that James is playing this hand, but I tell you what, if he's around this, which he looks to be pretty close to be, I see why he's playing it.
Yeah,
now.
I can see that. Never in doubt. What a shot!
What a great bowl that is!
Great shot. 3 down to 1 up.
That's yeah, and probably when you look at that, that's probably the lines lined up there for you, Hoops, isn't it? You know what I mean? When you look at it from here, I'm saying, you know what I mean?
There's a draw either hand, but he's played that to perfection.
Played it absolutely. He couldn't have played it any better, mate. It's absolutely brilliant. Makes it a bit of pressure on, not so much pressure, but pretty hard shot on here for Dave.
Yeah, he's just said he rocked a bowl with his last one.
Yep.
Tad tight.
Yep.
Weight great, just tight.
Yeah, weight would have been pretty well spot on with that there if he didn't flick that bowl.
Well, what does he do?
Yeah, put it in the pocket, mate.
Well, no, he
has got plenty of room.
Yeah, you got to play the forehand and trail a jack 12 inches. He makes 3.
He makes 3, yeah.
Possibly 4 with that back blue one.
Absolutely.
And no real danger.
No, it's definitely there to be played. And could really, at this vital time of the game, too, be, very beneficial towards the overall result.
If he can make 3 out of this, it'd go a long way to a good result for them. Tell you what.
He's not going to be too far away, mate.
He is not far away. He needs the rock. Oh, he got it.
He took it the wrong way.
He might have made 2.
Yeah, he's definitely made 2, I reckon, mate, for sure.
He's played 2 crackers.
Hasn't he? This end, absolutely 2. Yeah, 2 better bowls you wouldn't see, really.
Yep.
Absolutely first class.
Big bowl now for Dave.
For Dave, yeah.
Dead draw shot, really.
Got to basically play the same bowl as what James played with his first bowl.
Yep.
I think he could be a bit quick, mate.
Yeah, he is. I tell you, there's not a lot of defending 2 bowls like that.
No.
That is good lawn bowl.
Oh, mate, you don't get much better than those 2 bowls that he just played.
I've seen Robbie Allen drop a couple down like that on the odd occasion.
Oh, mate, it's been a long time ago, mate, when he was a young bloke.
1989.
Yeah. 69 or 89, mate. Well, his dad was on before, and I thought, he can't have a father. No one in the world. He'd have to be 140.
Well, I was going to say, there's a competition on the moment for the oldest man in the world.
Hey, he lives in Upper Hutt, New Zealand.
Another spot I've got to go.
Oh, lovely spot, mate. New Zealand, been there plenty of times.
Everyone tells me it's great. So.
Alan Craig says, "Hi, Hoops, you're doing a good job commentating, mate."
Craigsy. Thanks, mate. One of pairs with young Al. Played a fair bit of bowls at Bevelle.
Yep.
Good to see the Bevelle bowls boys on there. We're not around any longer, unfortunately.
Yeah,
very, very sad day in lawn bowls when we lost our club. But
couldn't agree more. I used to go out there most years to play in their fours.
Yep.
A great number of years ago. Used to spend every year they had it. Used to try and get out there for a game. It was a good club, mate.
Oh, mate.
We
had not long after I joined there, they had the national sides there.
Yeah, they would have done too, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a fact. Yeah, that's going back a fair while now, though.
Yeah, I remember some of the guys that we just rocked down there to watch the roll-ups.
Yeah.
Rex Johnson and Cameron Curtis and Gary Wilkes and all these guys.
Yeah.
They were all out at Bevelle, and up until last year, we'd won 4 out of the last 5 pennant and then disappeared.
Yep.
And it's happened too often in our game.
Well, the unfortunate thing about it, though, Hoops, and a lot of things, you'd have to agree with me. I feel sorry for a lot of the outlying areas where they've had very strong community-based bowls club, and then all of a sudden the mining company decides to go fly in, fly out, which changed the whole destination of the way the club can operate. But I mean, the unfortunate thing about it is that with the real estate boom that we've had, and unfortunately land is the biggest issue, and they see bowling clubs as the easy market to try and take over and close them down, mate. That's the biggest issue we have is the price of real estate's gone through the roof, and also too, I'm talking on the Gold Coast here, is where I am the president of. A lot of it down there is owned by councils, and most of them now they want that land back.
Well, yeah, especially if they don't have a good bottom line, it's a way to bolster the bottom line if they sell some land for a lot of money. But I don't think the value to the community that a bowls club is taken into consideration enough. You take this bowls club away from this area. Yeah. You've got a whole heap of people. Admittedly, there's other bowls clubs here, but some people are just wedded to their bowls club. So,
and that's true too, Hoops, and you do become attached to it,
Yep. And so if they took it away, they wouldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And bowls clubs do a hell of a lot for the communities. And if
absolutely.
you get to country towns where there's only one bowls club, it's a hub.
It's a meeting place for everybody, isn't it?
And I don't think that's taken into consideration enough when people start making decisions about whether they should get rid of a bowls club or a golf club or whatever, especially our bowls clubs.
Mate, I couldn't agree more on that, Hoops, because it's, as you said, a lot of times, I know so many people, as you do too in our great game, mate, that they marry 50, 60 years and they lose their spouse, and quite realistically their only social contact, because their kids may not live too close, is to get down the bowls club for a few hours and have a game of bowls and see some of their mates, and it's their only social contact for the week. And when you start closing those facility downs, it's pretty heart-wrenching for people who have had a lot of sadness in the last few months, because it definitely takes a hit on their mental approach too.
Yep. Well, in some cases, I think you could say they're life-saving in those sorts of situations. The boys had an end off here.
They have, haven't they?
Yeah.
Clive Williams. How are you, Clive?
G'day, Clive.
His old pairs partner, James, is telling me.
Clive's from down that way.
Yeah, Clive. Of course, a very well-known bowls family within the Fraser Coast region. Played a lot of Premier League, of course, at Winnemani Leagues. And, of course, Anthony still plays down at Belmont.
Played skip for us at district sides.
Yep.
And was... Mark Armstrong won't like this, but he was our best performed skip.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he got mark on margins or something. Oh, he's a gun player, Tony.
He's a great bloke too, mate.
Yeah.
He's a great bloke.
Yeah,
now you talk about me being laid back. Now there's a person that's pretty well laid back too, buddy. You know what I mean?
He helped me out one game at sides when I wasn't feeling too good about myself, missing a shot, and it cost us a game. And he just come and put his arm around my shoulder. He said, "Mate, we all could have found 2 shots somewhere."
Yeah.
But and that it helps a bit. You often think about to play the big bowl to win the game. But you don't think about, what happens if I miss?
Yeah, that's true too.
You don't feel too good.
But no one deliberately goes out there to play a bad bowl, though, Hoops, do they? And that's always been my philosophy, you know what I mean? But yeah, as he said, it's a pretty true call, you know what I mean? How many shots do they leave out there themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a big game for us. It was Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, okay.
And we got done, it's last end.
You blokes had a pretty good campaign, though.
Oh, yeah.
Reasonable.
Yeah, we left 2 games out there, Brisbane and Sunshine Coast, where we led both games right till the death.
Yep.
And those 2, we made Division 4, which wasn't on our radar initially, but we were out of Division 3 on percentage.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. And, you lose the likes of Nick Gosley and Tony Smith right before the tournament.
Makes it a bit hard, mate.
It really does. The Gold Coast can probably pick 2 or 3 sides that could go down to that tournament and perform extremely well. There's another boy.
Good bowl there by Alan too, just quietly picked
Yep.
up shot. Yeah, we did lose quite a few players at the death, like quality like Sean Baker, who had family commitments on, and family always comes first, Tips,
Yep.
as we know, mate. And we had people like Barry Lester and Ryan Bester pull out through Commonwealth Games commitments, of course, training camps, of course, and Matty Lucas, another quality player. And, and we lost quite a few, like Scotty DeJonk, another great young player and great bowler. Mainly because through the pandemic, he said he just couldn't afford the time off work, the same as young Nick Carl. The players, as you know, particularly that time of the year, particularly young ones too, who's trying to earn a quid, like they've got the district sides, the state titles, and then the Australian Open.
Yeah,
so
it's a bit of a problem with bowls.
What a great bowl here.
It's a cracker of a shot.
A crack of a bowl there by James. Yeah, Clive, you did teach him well, buddy. Yeah, in the district final, did you, mate?
I think we got the Champion of Champions on down here next week too.
Okay.
I think Tony's in the singles. Mark Armstrong.
Yep.
It's pretty good. Hodgie from Urang. Pretty good field for the singles.
Pretty good field, mate. What sounds of it.
Yeah. But the difference between Gold Coast and here is just the depth side of things. Obviously, when we played the Gold Coast, you're still playing against guys that have played for the state and thereabouts, but we don't quite have that depth up here, and you lose a Smithy and a Nick
hurts.
Gosley and Brian Cundy and it
quality players, mate.
Yeah. Well, Nick was two in the back end with Nick and Tony Smith, and that did hurt us. But still, the guys that went down there put in, and like I say, young Hayden Oster, what a performance from him. He got our player of the series,
which is fantastic.
16-year-old playing his first series, and I think he lost one Leeds battle out of 12 games.
12 games.
Yeah,
for a 16-year-old.
Yeah, no wonder Tony Williams went well.
Dear. But then again, too, taking nothing away from the other skips, though, too. As I said, I've watched Tony and, of course, the Williams family play for a great number of years when they were at I was doing the Greens at Winter Manly Leagues Bowls Club, and they were playing there, of course. And for young Hayden, he couldn't have had a more laid-back skip than Tony.
Yeah. Well, Tony got blisters from clapping him, he reckons.
Pretty good call.
Oh, it was amazing. The maturity where even when he was one down, he didn't niggle. He just kept drawing to the jack. And kept getting shot. Yeah. And I think the only lead that only just got him was Mitch Mears.
Mitchy.
Yep. And he didn't get him by much.
Mate, I must admit, a couple from because Robbie and I were live streaming at various events, but I was talking to some of our selectors, and they reckon young Ty Jesberg and Mitch, absolutely two outstanding young performers throughout the sides, you know what I mean? Talking to a few of the selectors that picked sides for the Gold Coast, and I rate them very highly. I know Phil Jordan rated them both very highly, being a lead himself too, you know what I mean? So,
I was going to say, not a bad lead, young Phil.
He goes all right for an old bloke.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, they've got their weight pretty well on pack. Cut their grass line down. So these two have had a good battle up front here too this morning too. It's been...
it looked early as if Brodie was going to sort of give Al a bit of a lesson, but Al's been steady.
He's fought back well, mate. Yeah. He's fought back very well.
Yeah, they've just dropped a couple... Oh, he's not around him. Yeah, they've dropped a couple of numbers that have really hurt them. 3 ends to go.
Yeah.
These are the ends where really all Brodie and James have got to do is make sure they get a good close second.
Consolidate, mate. Consolidate. Business end of the game.
Oh, he's Al. Bit of a promotion.
There again, look at that.
Yeah, well played.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Morning, Mr. Stewart. How are you this morning, Brian?
Oh, g'day, Brian.
Got Graham Hooper in the chair beside me, Brian.
It's
Good to have Hoops on board.
Yeah, it's good to catch up with Brian at District Sides.
Yeah, it's always been done a great job, mate, for the Gold Coast Tweed District and also Bowls Queensland over the years. And
Former chairman.
former chairman, mate, and a person that's given so much of his time to our great game, mate. There's a lot of people have done over the years. But, very, very good for the Gold Coast Tweed District. I know Brian with his experience and that. And that's one thing that you lack a lot in administration when someone decides to pull the pin on their administration side, is that you lose that experience that they've had over the years, don't you?
Yeah.
So we see another big bowl here from James. He's a couple down. I tell you what, he's not going to be too far away from here.
He's not going to be very far. He's played some classic bowls in the last
And look at
couple of
that.
weeks.
That's a great bowl. That's a good skips bowl, that one, Hoops.
That is brilliant. Especially when you couple down, not many ends to go. You drop that one in there.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to drop a number now.
Ray Thorne said, watching from Sunbury where Mark Armstrong started his bowling career.
Whoever taught him well.
Yeah. He's a pretty good bloke too, though, Mark, isn't he? You know?
Yeah, great bloke. Well, him and Nick won this last year, but
Yes,
I
they
think
did.
Mark's off at an Australian indoor.
Australian indoor this weekend. He was telling me there last week, mate, that he wouldn't see us this time around. He said he was offered to the Australian indoor. And I think on carpet, like Mark, I think he's a pretty good singles player.
Yeah.
You give him 4 bowls, he's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough.
I'll tell you, it's a shame you fellas weren't up here or someone didn't stream our club semi-final of the singles. It was Nick Gosley, Mark Armstrong.
Yeah, I saw the score.
24 all after.
Yeah.
Obviously before Mark got up. But if you'd have seen the conditions that they played in, where they started off and it was fine, then it started misty rain, then the green got flooded. They were on and off, and every time they came back on, the head was packed full of bowls.
Yeah.
And there was, the standard was incredible.
That's just 2 quality players, though, once again,
Yep.
though. Oops,
Yep.
that's what it's all about, mate.
I mean, there's the old cliche, it was a shame to see someone lose.
But in that game...
Yeah, really, it was a shame to see someone lose that game, but to see them being able to cope with the different conditions every time they came back on, the green was slower and slower. Yeah, they played brilliant bowls.
But there, once again, also indicates the 2 experienced campaigners out there.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? See, Brodie got a good line on this one here, too.
Yes.
Tell you what, his weight's not too bad neither. Is he going to sit his back bowl?
Even if he doesn't and he's around it,
That's a good bowl.
that is a good bowl because the opposition are going to be playing the other hand.
Yes.
So he's got a very good catcher there now if they touch that jack.
Yeah, and exactly what you said too. Alan, of course, went straight to the backhand.
Yep.
Again, he's got a good line too to sit this bowl.
He's not bad. He's going to rock off his own and miss still in the area.
Yes, absolutely.
And they really, Alan and Dave probably need a 3 or 4 this end.
Yes, there's to keep them in the hunt.
Yep. So Brodie on a good track again. Oh, we're just going to duck here.
Just gonna
This
duck.
might hurt.
This might be just a nuisance bowl. Or probably not quite.
He's a bit wide for it.
Yeah. He just kept running, unfortunately. Thank you for those 200 stars, Alan. Appreciate that. Okay. Alan, unfortunately, he's cut his grass line on this one.
Yes. This is what you call needing a lot of luck.
Yeah, mate. His weight was good for what he was after there, though,
Yep.
Hoops. He's absolutely ideal weight.
Gee, that went a long way.
Yes, it did, didn't it?
Al's got a puzzled look on his face on the way down the green.
Said, what happened there? Good to see they're having a laugh and a joke, too.
It's those carpet fairies that get you. Jacob and Kane aren't getting it all their own way over there. 13-10. Oh, what a bowl.
They're on the board next door, mate.
Oh, is that? I'm looking 2 rings over.
2 rings over, mate, yeah.
Oh, so James was standing in front of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he just... Yeah,
Statement retracted.
he got a bit of a lead now, I think, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's, once again too, just looking at some of that game too, though, Hoops, it's been a quality game, that
Yeah,
one
been
too.
good heads over there.
And that's a fact. You look at all the heads out here. There's a great bowl there. So James looking to add a friend, but he looks like he's going to sneak around the back for a bit of cover.
Anywhere out there that splits a couple of bowls,
It's ideal.
which she's done. So
It's ideal.
really, what's the worst they can drop there? 2.
Yep.
Maybe a 3 if the jack goes the right way. So the more they split bowls up, the better. Hello, Dave's. He's got this. That is a shot. They haven't
Made
split
3
those
shots out of
three.
that.
He has made 3 shots. That's a great shot.
See Nico at the right here, walk around behind the camera. No, they're finished down on the front green there by looks of things there, Hoops.
Obviously slower than this one.
Yeah, still got a few in to go here, mate.
James going to try and draw this. I thought he might have a dig at this, just
Well-
trying to take 1 or 2 out if he doesn't get the jack.
Well, even if he plays on that front bowl, which is on the run, which is on the way in, you definitely cut him down, mate.
You do, but he's wide.
Yep.
I just thought percentage shot 3 down, he might have
Yeah.
had a go at that.
And he had the right weight to play through that bowl there too, though.
Yep. So, draw another one here, Dave, and
Yeah.
it's got interesting again.
It's got very interesting,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, he's on the foyer and keeping away from that blue bowl up front,
He doesn't like it.
doesn't he?
He,
Oh, he's run short.
Yeah.
Short. And still, he's. What'll they have? 2 to play.
3 shots.
Yep, 2 to play, 4 down.
Yep. Still
Not
in
out,
it.
Not out of the question.
No, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, Al's not taking much notice of the time.
Talking to Huey.
Yes,
Yep. Realise, hang on. Of
that'll be a can of ginger beer in Huey's hand.
course it would be, mate. Of course it would be. We all love our Huey. Yeah, character.
State triples champion.
Yep. It's triples or 4s?
4s, mate.
4s.
Yeah, 4s. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
4s.
That's right. There's 3 blokes carried him, not 2.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Needed that extra one to get him, mate.
No, he played well, the big fella.
He's been in fine form for a while, though. Hoops. He's just snuck under the radar a little bit too. He's one of those players that you hear about the big boys, but you don't hear Aaron's name mentioned that much. But he's the last 18 months or so, he's been into absolute new level of bowls, mate, hasn't he? He's just come from a full-blooded drive into a beautiful draw shot.
Yeah.
And it's, you know,
He's always been good. I remember Pine Rivers, you know, when they had the likes of Michael Brown and
yep, all at their peak.
Alex Murtagh, Robbie Wild. Huey was in that side,
Yeah.
you know, and playing well. But like you say, they were surrounded. Michael Breen was another one there.
Yeah,
You know,
Michael,
it's good, some good players there. But he's a good player in his own right, Huey.
Oh, he is, mate. We see a good starter there by Alan, just probably around about 5 foot behind the head.
So big end for Alan, Dave. They really got to win this end
Yes,
and
yes.
give themselves a shot with the last end.
Absolutely.
Brodie's not hurt himself being behind.
Probably want more than one, though, I reckon. I think they
Oh,
probably
no,
need,
yeah, they-
need 2 or 3 and make
Yep.
it very interesting for the last end.
Yep. Yeah, 2 might just make the 2 Doonville
Yep.
boys touch nervous, but they haven't nailed it, and that was probably the. Oh, don't sink it.
Oh, just stayed up.
Nah, fell in.
Oh, it did too.
Fell backwards and went in. Yeah, not ideal when you're trying to chase a couple.
That's for sure. So,
A bit surprised Brodie's changed hands here.
he's played that other hand so well, hasn't he,
Yeah.
all morning.
Yep.
He really has.
He's in too. Oh, well, Al, no harm done. It's
Yes.
1-1.
Matching bowls, mate.
Yes, but this is where, you know, if
You wanna
Dave
put-
could nail the jack here,
Yep.
it'd give them just that little bit more confidence. And he's played very well, Dave.
Yeah. Amazing. You can always tell not only through the smoke where the smokers are, but they're always outside fences these days, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that car will get leaned on all day down there.
I reckon you're right too, mate.
A big bowl here. These 2 bowls for Dave are huge, I think.
And I think he's a bit narrow.
I think he's heavy.
And quick.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised they put the jack way up there. This is where James could really kill the game off here with a very close bowl.
Yes.
Well out.
Starting to work its way into the head now. It's not going to be too far away.
This is very good. Very good bowl.
Yep. D shot.
Yep.
Okay, pretty important bowl here once again too from Dave.
Dave and Ella have got to think draw shot here. They can't think, oh, we're 1 down. We've got to do something. He's a little bit short, unfortunately for him.
Yeah,
great line.
Magnificent line on that one.
Yeah, I think that first ball went going in the ditch was still playing on the mind.
Yep. Yeah. The art of overcorrecting, my friend.
Which I think you see that you tend to see more of. This is narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to see more of it on carpet.
Yes.
More overcorrection on carpet than you do on grass. Look at that. Weight, great.
Absolutely spot on.
Just cut the grass. But yeah, Al needs to draw one really close. Yeah,
well, it's up to the 2 leads now to go back and play in the 3rd position, which is one great thing about pairs. You get to play in various positions. Lead in 3 and 2 and skip.
Yep. Really, this is just lead bowls for Al.
Yeah.
Just needs to think jack. I don't think he's there.
It's pulled up a long way short there, mate.
They both put a bowl in the ditch, and their next bowl has been very short. Mind games.
Oh, absolutely.
Got an idea this might be a tad tight too.
Going to come down to his weight, really.
Yeah.
No, I think it's his extra length that's really scared him off.
It has.
They dropped the first couple into the pit, and I think it's really scared him. But anyway, it's all about the art of correction.
Well, Al's corrected his weight, but he's cut his grass.
Yep. Yep. He's just got Davis bowl.
Of all the ends that they really needed to play a good one,
this was it.
And it's just fallen apart a bit. Brodie's up here with this.
Yeah, he's played this pretty well, mate. Got good weight on this. Is he going to set that bowl? Just going to sneak around it, but it's very good location.
Yeah, they're holding, and Dave's going to have to do something pretty special to pick up a 2 or 3 here.
That's for sure. G'day, Keith Farrelly. How are you this morning, Keith? Down to the 2 skips now. Tell you what, they haven't got the same spring in their step as they had the first couple of ends, though, hoops, have they, mate?
No.
Seem to get a little bit slower.
Yeah, I think Dave's only shot here is forehand draw and try and move the jack 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to play, mate, for the looks of it. He's got a nice line there.
He does. Don't know about his weight, but
Starting to get a bit excited now, mate.
yeah. Needs to turn hard right at the end, that's the only thing.
Yep. No, not quite. Look at the weight. Was
Yeah,
absolutely
great
spot on
weight.
there, mate. Absolutely perfect.
So now, this is James. Probably, if he doesn't cross the line here and finishes just behind, it'd be the perfect bowl.
Yeah.
Just
Is he going to sneak inside this one? Not quite.
not quite, but if he's around it, it's not too bad.
Yeah. That's pretty handy there.
Oh, he's not going to stop.
Oh, handy there. It's in the
Yes.
drink. Here's another one. I thought it was just going to pull up there.
Yeah.
Would have been ideal.
But this is a hard shot now because one for Dave really
Yep. Not enough.
not enough. And he's chopped his grass a bit. Got a hold of the jack. Oh, gee, that's a valiant attempt.
Yeah,
because he
played that.
really had to move that. And
Yep. He had good weight for what he's after
Yeah.
there too, though, mate.
yeah, he'd have made 2 or 3, depending on how he got the jack then. Well, this is one of your free kicks.
Well, he's got plenty of room there to add to it, hasn't he?
Yeah, just needs to be wide.
Yep. Got a good grass
He's
line.
out there. Yep.
He's out there for
Yeah.
sure, mate. Morning, Rhonda Holmes.
Oh, no weight.
Yeah, didn't send it, mate. Still going to hold a couple though, box it.
Yeah, I'd say 2.
2, yep,
Yep.
2 shots.
Yeah.
So this is the last end.
Last end. And for Brodie and James, that should seal the game for
Yep,
them.
absolutely. Yep. Been a good game though.
Yep.
Been a good game. Conditions have been perfect for bowls this morning, but the pace of the green, I think, after all the rain, has scared a lot of them.
Yeah, I think if you were going to come here, your first game, this would be the hardest green to play on
Yep.
first game after the weather we've had. I think as the competition goes on, you'll find that the players will handle this green a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing we noticed last year, though, Hoops. Yeah, you know, they had more practice on it. Yeah, mate, the better the game.
Yeah. And Broad's just a bit
Yeah, a
short.
bit short. Good line. Easier to correct next time around.
Everell wanted a resting toucher.
Yep. It's going to sneak around the back
Just
bollocks.
going to be quick. Still, in play when you're behind.
Oh, ever so true.
Yeah.
Particularly when you're chasing shots.
I expect Brodie to improve. He's
Morning.
played pretty well.
Morning, Bolivia. Hope you're having a wonderful birthday. You and your wonderful sister.
Great shot.
A great bowl here by Brodie.
Yeah, that is a good improvement.
Yep.
Great correction.
He played that well. Right, Al, what's he got, mate?
Not too bad a line.
Weight's looking pretty good too, just quietly. Oh, just going to run out. Jeez, I thought he had a bit more run in
Yeah,
that.
I thought he was closer. I haven't heard a bell, so they're obviously getting their ends in okay. Because I'd say this is... Just look behind
What?
me. There's only one game on the green behind us, so this is
Yep.
obviously the quickest. Or they talk more.
Yeah, well, I can let you know, mate, they've got another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
According to my calculations, that is.
everyone on this green's heading towards the ditch, so I'd suggest they're all on their last end.
Last end, yes.
Yeah. Good area here for James. Not bad weight neither.
Played this very well, mate.
Yes.
Very well. Yeah, it's a great bowl.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Just locked in 2 shots with that one, so.
beauty of that shot is it makes it hard to lose the game from him.
Well, that's ever so true. I mean, particularly with the ones that, well, the amount they need to, though, hoops.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, but it's another one in behind the head here.
Yeah, see, Dave and Al are forced to play that weight now.
Yep. Yes. Just saying before too about good to see young Cooper here, Cooper Sutton, watching some of these players. It goes to show you the young bloke's dedication, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I've seen him down at Pyalba.
Yep.
Rolling up. And
yeah.
Mark and Nick take a great interest in our juniors there.
Yeah, which is great.
Yep.
In actual fact, there's something that hasn't happened for a great number of years, though, Hoops, because I go back when my young bloke was coming through the ranks and that, and he come through the same era, you could say, as Jimmy Anderson's and that type of era.
Oh, yeah.
Every weekend there was a junior senior,
game.
or every second weekend, you could say.
Good shot here.
What a great bowl. That's a colossal bowl there by Dave.
Shot. Yeah,
and they seem to go by the wayside, but they're coming back, mate.
Yeah, well, I know Pyalba are investigating having a junior-senior tournament on.
Yep.
And I've got to say, the one thing I like to see with those is that the kids don't play with their dads.
Yeah. yeah. No, it's just good to see that those days coming back and the amount of junior tournaments. But the thing that impressed me the most, we were lucky enough to do the under-18s this year up in North Toowoomba. And the talent in the under-15s, incredible. Yep. It really is. And
well, Cooper's He's only young.
He's only about 12 or something, I think.
I think he's younger than that.
He could even be, yeah.
I think he's 10 or 11.
But his delivery, absolutely incredible, mate. You know what I mean? So smooth.
Good shot there.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. That's just making sure you don't drop
anything more. That's correct too.
I watched Cooper. They have a competition up here called the Wide Bay Challenge, and it's made up of men and women and pairs and triples and fours. And I watched Cooper one day in Pyalba's second division side skip a game. Yep.
Okay.
And I was blown away by the maturity a young guy like that showed, because sometimes with the young fellas, you know, they're one down and next thing
go a bit drive,
hop at it. You know, Cooper just, I think he played one drive in the whole game. And he drew himself out of trouble, called good shots. Played a very mature game for a young fella. Has this got the run?
Not quite. And that's the thing. That's the thing about it, though, is that, and that's the thing. What you're saying has impressed me the most. This last 18 months or so with the young generation coming through as their shot selection. It's just absolutely unbelievable to sit back and watch.
Do you think live streaming helps that?
It may do, but I think I give a lot of credit to, like, I mean, there's a lot of people, as you just mentioned before, like Mark and Nick up at Pyalba, and I think this day and age, like, you know, you got so many, you got Billy up at Glasshouse Mountains, you know, you got Desi Kemp up in Burnett region, and to me there's just so many good coaches around these days, and Mick down at Paradise Point, you got Barry Lester at Burleigh, you know, there's just
I know
spending so much time with the kids.
Sid Bosshammer here's had a fair bit to do with the kids.
Yeah.
And it's helpful, but in those junior senior days, it's good to see some of your more talented bowlers get out there and play with them.
Yes, 100% correct. Like, I mean, the cluster example of that one there too, Hoops, you got Caitlin Inch, New Zealand representative, of course, and Ryan Burnett, a world under 25 singles champion, started up a bit of a junior at Kiwana Bowls Club.
Yeah, and a few of our juniors here have been down. I'm pretty sure Cooper's been down.
Yeah, you know.
And young Bryce, and not sure whether Brodie's been down, but you know, it's not that far away from Hervey Bay to
just
get
down the road, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, mate, we're talking about Australia, mate. Everything's just down the road, but
the English and the Scottish don't understand our distances.
Just down the road, mate, not far.
Yeah.
So, there goes the bell. Tell you what, he's not badly down. He doesn't want the edge of this kitty.
That is
it's unlucky. That's exactly.
That
just
is
missed.
Unlucky.
He tried to sit that for two, which would have been a fantastic pile. He's just got the edge of it. Very, very unlucky.
Yep. If I was James, there'd be no way known I'd be going near this.
Well, that's really good to hear, Michael. He's saying, as he said before, which he has done too, watching the live streaming has definitely helped his shot selection. Well, that's really good, mate. I'm glad it does help. I know it helps the selectors and the coaches and everybody watching the stream, and I think that's probably one of the biggest things. It's not just to showcase our great game. There's also got many tools in there too, which I think are... What another great
What a
bowl.
shot.
What a bowl.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, 3 down after that, yeah. And it happens sometimes
That's how unlucky you can be. Dave has played a very good shot and give the shot away, and then all of a sudden James comes down with a cracker.
With a cracker like that.
Turns that 1 into 3.
Neil's watching from Norfolk. Good on you, mate.
Here we go.
He's not going to be far away with this. He's going to get a result. Oh, how unlucky is that?
He's played 2 unlucky bowls.
He has,
I wasn't going to win him the game, but they had 2 unlucky bowls. Two shots. No, well done. Game well played.
That was very well played. Played in great spirit too there, Hoops.
Yeah.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, Director of Everything, lunch next or lunch? And then next game's at 12 o'clock. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, go get yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee, whatever you may do. We're back on air around about 12 o'clock.
Family afternoon for me.
Family afternoon. We thank Hoops very much for coming down, mate. Really appreciate it. Been great having a chin back to you, buddy.
It's good.
Really, really good, mate. Yeah, it's easy, mate. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Well, bowling's easy for me.
It is, mate. And of course, this wonderful event, the Hervey Bay Men's Classic Pairs, is proudly sponsored by the Fraser Coast Regional Council, Hervey Bay RSL, Hervey Bay Bowls Club, BCIB Insurance Brokers Riviera Resort, Kerry Campbell Homes Proprietary Limited, Woolworths Pyalba, and Universal Home Improvements. So on behalf of Robbie Allen and myself and the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, and a big thank you to Graham Hooper. Really enjoyed our chinwag this morning, and hopefully might be able to sneak back down tomorrow sometime with any luck. So,
yeah, if you want me back.
Well, I'd love to, mate. It'd be really good. So have a good afternoon. I know you got a family afternoon, so enjoy, mate. And with that, everybody, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your bowls and support your club. Back on air at midday. Thank you very much.